Oh my goodness, it's been so long. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever the case may be. I'm just going to bring hello, Amy, hello, Matt, hello, Jeff.
Hello.
Where the echo is coming from. I'm going to mute Amy. And it was Amy. But anyways, yes, it's been many weeks, it seems like. Con and then camp and then sick and then now it's been a month, I think, since I've done a show. And look at you. All you people are here raring and ready to go. I literally just finished cooking my steak, and so I'll show this for Matt so he can get nice and disgusted by my perfectly cooked
steak.
Oh, it looks. Are you going to cook it?
It's perfectly cooked, Matt.
It's not even cooked.
Perfectly.
Would you hold a lighter over it, under it?
Okay, so is this
perfectly
video
cooked, Matt?
muted?
This. Let me explain something to you, Matt. This is perfection.
It's still bleeding.
I mean, it should be muted. I guess you could.
No.
Oh wait,
Melissa, you're good. You're good.
Oh man.
Oh. Tri-tip.
Jimmy Cricket. Mike's been eating raw meat all summer. The caveman diet.
Why don't you ever have?
I don't understand you guys and you're wanting to ruin meat before you put it in your mouth. What's the point of that?
I like to cook it before I put it in my mouth.
No.
Cook it.
No.
All right, go ahead and shut off the YouTube channel.
Amy, do you want me to mute you again?
It's like they're defusing the bomb.
How are we doing? Can you
Don't hit the red
hear us okay?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. I wonder what happened because nothing was playing. I'm not sure where the echo was coming from.
I don't know, but it's gone now. So
Okay.
awesome sauce. How's everybody been this last month?
You turn this up a little so I can barely hear them. Right, not that much.
Jimmy Cricket. I heard it bleep when Mike popped it in his mouth.
It's not lamb. This is beef. Jiminy, come in here. What are you doing?
Yes, Jiminy, come on in.
Oh wait, did I send him the link? I don't even know. This steak is so delicious, guys.
Steak should be brown
I'm jealous.
from outside to inside with no pink showing. It shouldn't have it should never look like it's never been pink in its life.
What culture do you come from where they ruin meat like that? I mean, why would you even buy
American
good meat?
culture where we
I wouldn't even buy good meat if I was just going to turn it into shoe leather.
I've never eaten it. Like as a kid growing up, they never fed me pink meat or as I cooked that.
Hey, Royce is in the chat. Royce, you want to jump in and talk about good meat?
Come on, Royce, jump in.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry,
Kevin.
I feel terrible for
he's
eating in
working on
front
it.
of y'all, but
Even for a minute, Royce.
it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Kevin.
Hey.
Oh, what we got? Oh, cool. Oh, we never did get to
Dragon
multiply
Guard,
later
right?
thing.
Yeah, I'm doing it's a cover or promotional cover piece thing that I'm doing for it.
Hey-o.
Looks awesome.
Let me do this. Nice. Oh, yeah, give us an update. What's that on? What's that about? I know what it's for, but...
Oh yeah, it's just the for the oh man, I'm having a brain fart on the word. The supplemental little art of comic that'll come with it. It's just like a little book with a bunch of sketches and stuff.
All right, we're still getting an echo from somewhere.
Really?
I'm going to mute you again. Hold on. And it's Melissa. I don't know what's going on. It's not as loud as it was the first time. But the first time
Down even.
I'll just turn off my phone.
Okay, is your phone making any sound? All right,
No.
how much? Okay, maybe put the sound down on the speakers a little more.
Oh, Royce has to get ready for bed. Need to deal with government paperwork tomorrow.
So
Bah.
weird. Do we have like multiple microphones going up? That's impossible, isn't it?
I did
Okay, let me know when you guys are ready. All right, where do you stand, Kevin?
On what?
On the steak issue.
On the what issue?
On cooking steak or eating it raw.
Oh,
I will say
I'm
again.
kind of a medium rare kind of person.
This is a perfectly cooked steak. This
Ooh,
was
that's a tad bit too bloody for me, Mike.
no. I brought this up. That was the side that was sitting in the au jus.
Zombie kebab likes hers like that, but
So,
I got to draw the line where it's dripping blood.
It's not blood. It's au jus.
It is life's blood.
It is not blood.
Okay.
You people don't know nothing about meats. Guys, there's food out there. You want to go eat?
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
If it bleeds, you can eat
Well,
it.
regardless of whether or not
Okay,
it's blood or not, it's a little too, just a little too red for my taste.
Mm.
That's for me.
Mm-mm.
And I'm not very far off from that. I just like it a little gray on the edges and the pink center.
I think
Gray
because
is
Mike
when
is eating raw
ruined.
fish when he grew up on raw fish, right? Sushi.
Mm.
See, I've never had raw fish ever. Even today, I can't. When I go to Poke One
No,
Half, I can't have raw fish. I just eat veggies.
Okay, is this better? Sorry.
Yes. That is
Okay.
what you do.
Thank heavens.
Seems to sound really good, whatever it is.
Okay, good.
Well,
Good. All right,
I
I can.
just heard Kevin's echo.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, whatever.
world?
We can live with it.
What's going on here?
I was going to
You
say,
can
'cause
live with me mukbanging my tri-tip.
I don't know how it'd be catching my audio. I've got headphones on.
I don't know. Okay. Maybe I can try putting a headphone splitter on here, and I can run our audio through 2 pairs of headsets. Okay, hold on.
I guess we'll figure that out, ladies and gentlemen. In the meantime,
I don't know why Jiminy doesn't jump in.
I don't know why either, unless he doesn't have the link, which is
Maybe we need. Well, you could always send him the link. I mean, that would be an idea.
well.
You know, call me crazy.
All right, let me go to Facebook. So you can find Yemeni Christmas. I guess I could type in his name.
Oh, man. And I had the unfortunate occasion to see The Flash. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
All right, Matt, time to fight.
Oh. I don't want to counter. Look, if Costin liked it, it's far be it from me to say anything to say that you're wrong. I'm just going to say, for my taste.
But I'm going to say you're wrong.
You're wrong.
I could have choked Ezra Miller all through that movie just for that stupid laugh alone. That or whatever it is he was doing throughout the entire movie. I was like, all right, you're automatically. I'd have to punch you just for that laugh. It was so bad. It was so annoying and grating. Plus, the whole Speed Force thing was the concept of it was so bad. Like,
I just saw that stupid thing with the worlds as if they're like these weird rotating.
Yeah.
What the hell was that all about?
Yeah, it was so weird. It didn't make any sense visually, like
Right.
what they were trying to communicate. I know they were trying to give you Earth this and Earth that, but it was just the spinning motion of multiples of the same person and in a globe, and it was just so weird looking. I was like, dude, it doesn't make visual sense.
No.
Or at least it doesn't translate well. It doesn't give you what you're trying to accomplish. And I mean,
No, sir, I don't like it.
yeah, I mean, the only good stuff to me was what I expected it, or at least what I would take away from it was the Michael Keaton scenes, and there wasn't a lot of them to make up for just how bad Ezra Miller is in this thing. Oh, I was so mad.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you for the first time ever, Elliot Hernandez.
What's up, y'all?
Oh, hey,
Hello, Elliot.
Hey, Elliot.
Hola, Monfrere.
Excellent.
Hola,
Elliot, you're
Mon.
on the highlights.
Hi.
Hey, Comics
Hi.
Bear. Aloha.
Hi.
Another fun-filled episode of
everybody?
What's Mike Eating? That's right. I'm eating a perfectly cooked tri-tip. I'll show it to the camera one more time,
Oh God.
but I've only got a little bit left. So
That's very carnivorous
Per-
of you.
perfect.
You got to censor that with the blur over it. It's too
Perfection.
gory. It's too gory.
You people
Oh, there's
must
nothing wrong with that.
learn how to eat and appreciate the meats.
See, Mike
know what,
just
Elliot,
slaps it in the butt and throws it on the plate.
Carson, I'm never taking you to a steakhouse because I would never be able to handle watching you eat a piece of ruined meat that cost $80.
I'd be like, you know how beef jerky looks? That's what I want on my plate.
Then just buy beef jerky.
It's too small. I want a big giant chunk of it.
Dude, I made 4 pounds of beef jerky.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It turned out good.
It turned out a little too dry, because I was also cooking rack. I got a new smoker, guys. I got a Traeger smoker, because they were on sale at Costco, and it's my birthday this month, and so I spoiled
That's cool.
myself. But yeah, this thing, I started the jerky at the lowest setting, and then halfway through, I'm like, oh crap, I got to smoke my ribs too. So I put the ribs on, and I incrementally started increasing the temperature, and I think I just overdid the jerky. So, but I brought it to church, and that whole bag was gone in like 5 minutes.
Oh,
Youth
wow.
group.
You ate in
Brought the
church?
youth group, the kids.
Cool.
Youth group.
Oh yeah, it's cooked meat, man. It's like that's even homemade beef jerky. Even if you say it's dry, I mean, teenagers will probably char that down, man. Chow it.
Yeah, I mean it was dry, but because it was smoked, the flavor was like really
Yeah,
good. Really
that's what I
good.
mean, man. It's like I'd still eat that stuff. I don't care if it was dry. I'd work through it.
Yeah, I got to go buy some more iron steak and do that.
How long did it take in the smoker?
Well, the instructions said it should only take like 5 hours, but that was inaccurate. Either that or I cut the steak too thick, which is entirely possible. So I think all told, it ended up taking like 8 hours,
Ooh.
roughly.
Grant Cosby said it takes a lot of meat. Did you start with 40 pounds?
Okay,
That
I
would
started
be
with
bad.
4 pounds of beef. I don't know what it whittled down to. I wasn't weighing it, but
Nom 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 nom.
if you got a smoker, you can smoke eggs and some cheeses. Hey now, you
What,
missed
really?
that one.
Smoked
Yeah, it's
eggs?
Like boiled eggs?
yeah, I don't know, man.
You never tried it?
Mm. That was a dang good tri-tip. I'll tell you what.
Oh, I saw how to make ramen eggs for ramen, where you
yeah?
it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
soft boil them and you soak them in like soy sauce
I do
and
that
some
all
other
the time.
type of sauce.
I just call them shoyu eggs.
Yeah, you soak them overnight,
Show
and
you.
oh man, I want to
Well,
make some.
here's the thing. If you soak them overnight in straight soy sauce, they are going to taste like soy sauce.
Well, not soy sauce. It's some other sauce. I can't remember what it's called though.
Is it like
Like I
pickled eggs?
watched a couple of videos.
It's like, look it up. You don't boil
It's
them.
another
the
Japanese
smoked
sauce.
eggs. Like memi or ponzu.
Yeah, something like that. I think it starts with an M, many or whatever. Yeah.
Probably memi then. Yeah, I've done it in memi. I do it usually when I do it. I do like 1 part soy sauce, like 2 parts water, and then I leave them in there. I only leave them there for an hour or 2. You can just put them in there for 15 minutes, and you still get some good flavor out of it. But
How do you cook it soft boil though? Because when I did it, it just was just raw on the inside. I did it for what they said, the temperature and the time, and it didn't even cook. It was just like, it was just like all
Just a
raw.
fried egg.
That's sort of the trick with boiling eggs is every oven is different or every stove is different. So it's like you have to acclimate yourself to the stove you're cooking them on. So like on my stove, I can put cold eggs in cold water, put it on the stove, set it for 11 minutes, and then like by the time it boils and then by the time the timer runs out, I run it under cold water and they're perfectly soft boiled. But that's not going to be the same on your stove,
See, what I do is I let the water boil.
It's the cooking show on Wednesday Night Draw and Phil,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Someone hasn't had dinner yet.
Oh,
Oh,
who hasn't had dinner?
Grant is saying mirin is used a lot too.
Mirin.
What's up, Sean?
Kind of wine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Japanese cooking wine.
Meeting.
Nice.
Mirin.
Konbanwa,
Does-
Gino-san.
Helen Mirren makes good eggs.
Everyone's saying hello to everybody in the chat.
Elliot.
What's up, y'all? Hey.
What? How you doing?
Elliot's been chasing horses down in Tampa.
Horses.
Commons Bear is right. I'm already feeling the pain. He said
Oh.
it's too late, and I'm already feeling it.
I apologize
we
for
should
keeping
keep
you
on
up so late, Elliot. You
No,
wanna,
it's it was my choice.
You want to give us the shakedown on how Tampa was?
Yeah.
Tampa was Tampa, and it was
All right. Thank you for the update. David Brohawk Williams.
yeah.
Much love to the Blacklist Universe crew and the mighty chat. I'd say
Oh, hey,
link,
David.
but I doubt you'd use it.
Hey, David.
Shame. Everyone, shame,
Uh,
David. Shame.
Brohawk.
Shame.
Brohawk has no shame.
David's streamed out for the day, I believe.
He's not even in my time zone.
I know. He's should we dox him? No, we shouldn't dox him.
No.
He's fine. No, I love David.
He only has.
Hello, David. I miss you, David. You should come in and hang out with us. I only do.
I
One,
miss
this
David
is like my
too.
one stream this month so far.
Yeah, it's been a busy month. So, right?
Yeah. So
I know
for
you had
those
a
who
convention.
You've been
missed
sick.
out and don't know what's going on or don't know why it's been a month since the last stream. First, San Diego Comic-Con. So I was there. And then the following week, I was at church camp with the kids.
Aw.
The highlight of the year. And then I caught apparently COVID at camp. Brought that home with me. Gave it to my daughter, who didn't.
Oh,
pick it up
no.
because she's been having
Times.
health issues. And so now here I am. I think I still have a bit of a cough. I can still feel a little bit in my chest, and it wasn't like last time where it just railroaded me. And no, I didn't bother getting a test, but my daughter did because she had to go to the ER because she couldn't breathe.
Oh
And
boy,
so she's
she okay? She doing good?
well, she's been having other health issues, but I don't really want to get into it. If you guys want to pray for my daughter, you know her name.
Okay,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
But she got tested. She had COVID, and my symptoms were copacetic with her. So it seems like I brought it home, delivered it to her, and
You did it.
yeah. But I've been taking this in significant quantities ever since I got COVID the last time. So it didn't
What is
bother
it?
me.
Zinc?
Vitamin D3.
Okay.
Vitamin D deficiency is if you get COVID with that, you're gonna get kicked in the butt. So I'm no longer deficient.
They make some vitamin D supplements that are like cherry flavored and chewable. So
Yeah.
if you don't like vitamins, that's a good way to get them down.
Yeah, and this I believe is fish oil. So
Fish oil?
let me see.
So you can put it in soup.
I mean, technically, but my cat Max loves these.
Really?
What?
Yeah, he gets
Well-
on, he sniffs them and he licks them and then he bites into them. And, yeah,
Eats half of them.
I got to pick up those supplements, man. I've been out of fish oil for a while.
Yeah.
he's good for you.
I'm out of vitamins. I gotta go back to the store. They're pretty expensive though, man. You could easily spend like $80 or $100 on buying all these different vitamins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is anybody else drawing tonight?
I'm
Yeah.
coloring.
I'm not doing any drawing. I'm just lettering Lone Star.
Yeah.
So I am up to
Exciting.
What page am I on? I just finished lettering page 20.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
So-
coloring and lettering at the same time? Or?
Well, I'm waiting for my flatter to deliver some more
No
flats.
pressure.
So,
Nope.
so in the interim, I'm like, I might as well be lettering this sucker.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm just finishing up the character, so
How are you
now I
so
just need to finish.
fast?
Oh, what?
How are you so fast?
I know. I don't know how is that fast, but you know what? I can do my best. That's all I can do.
Do your best.
But it looks good.
All you can
so.
Andrew Hayes has a new art store where he lives. Jerry's Art-O-Rama opened the store near me, and it's huge. That was my dad's name.
Oh yeah, I hear
Jerry's
that.
Art-O-Rama.
Is that like a
sound like
gallery
they're cool.
or art supplies?
I think it's just
It sounds like it.
Art store. So shut
I
up.
love that
Hello,
name,
Pablo.
Artorama.
I know, right? Sounds like fun.
That's great.
Crazy Jerry's Art-O-Rama.
Yeah.
Sean Durham says, just playing Halo Infinite and watching this awesome show. I never got into Halo.
I used to be into it. It was
I don't
great.
like having to shoot somebody more than once. That's why I always played hardcore on Call of Duty.
Uh,
It's like,
see, I
one
never
bullet
liked that.
should take you down, right?
I never liked that hardcore because if you don't have a good connection, I was shooting people like
Ooh.
2 or 3 times in hardcore and they wouldn't go down. I get hit once, like in the toe, and I'm dead. It's like, dang it.
I'm pretty sure I can still walk. It's just my toe.
Yeah, just one little touch. But I kept nailing people. Boom, 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 nothing. I'm like, what?
It's a flesh wound.
That's
Yeah.
That's the way it should be.
If it was.
Especially you're running around with deagles. You shoot somebody with a deagle and they don't go down, forget it.
You
Dude,
throw
This is a
dogs at
freshman.
people.
Maybe
It's
it's tough,
again?
maybe in
That's
Halo
a-
this because they're wearing armor.
Yeah, but
No.
then
They
they
got
have
shields.
they have more powerful weapons. Then the more
but
powerful
they got the
weapons
shields, right?
are for to go through the armor.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I was just saying stuff.
Armor.
I mean, it
Thanks
does
again
make
for
it
making me
kinda
replay Deus Ex. By the way, sure.
Hi,
Did I
everyone.
That was the funny thing.
Oh,
So
hey,
I
Armor.
posted on Twitter. On Twitter, I posted the Elon Musk parody account.
Oh yeah.
Well, they had a. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. So the Elon Musk parody account had was asking about if we liked a certain what's it called, logo, this dumb Twitter X logo thing.
Hmm.
And so I shared. Why do I have such trouble getting
I
back
was-
to where I started?
I was gonna say, when is that gonna be like? I was looking at Twitter the other day, the app, and I was like, when's the logo gonna change? Is it X now or not, or what's going on with that?
It's X. And so I posted this and I'm like, hey, you should do something like this. I designed this logo. And then like all these different people were like calling me a liar and a fraud and all of this stuff.
You designed
And I'm
that?
Yeah.
So that's the Deus Ex logo from the
I know.
game, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so like, but I can't find this funny thing. I can't find, here's one. You're full of crap or retarded for not advertising this sooner. I'll believe in
What?
your retardedness. I don't care about Deus Ex. That was like 24 years ago I worked on that game. It's like, but there was all these responses, but they all
People-
disappeared. All the replies disappeared because they were all like people calling me like full of crap. And I
Well,
don't know what happened to them.
Yeah,
That's what I say.
it's crazy though, man. That people they just want to talk crap all the time. I don't know. I just start ignoring that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, what did they think? Did they think AI came up with that logo
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
20,
sure.
23 years ago? Something?
No, it's funny. So what game was that for?
I was freaking out about about Twitter. What? Oh, it's
That's
for
the game
Deus Ex.
Deus Ex.
What's that?
I
PC
can't,
game?
I can't even deal with you right now. Matt.
All I know is Call of Duty.
Wait, did Elijah take care of the steak?
I've been called a booty head too before. That doesn't mean you gotta.
Booty. Call of
Hey.
Duty.
So yeah, there's another. Then I posted a piece of art that I did. This is the poster I did for Deus Ex way back in the beginning. So what happened was
Deus
this was the
Ex.
original design for JC.
That's cool.
But then the studio, we all went to go see The Matrix because that's when it came out when I was working at Ion Storm, and then Warren decided to basically have everyone redesigned to look like they were from The Matrix.
Oh, no.
Sunglasses and all that.
That's
kind of
cool.
stuff.
I like the look. It totally looks like 90s style, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
For crying out loud.
Oh, ooh, speaking of Matrix, I just watched Matrix, what's it called? Regeneration, or what is it called? I can't remember. Resurrection or something? Resurrections?
The newest one that came out?
Yeah, the newest one. I just watched it.
Yeah.
It's on Tubi for free.
Oh, is
Wow.
it?
Yeah. So I
So-
just watched
so-
that one.
Warner Brothers licensed it out, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, and actually, I enjoyed it. I mean, of course, it's nowhere near
Yep.
the original, but
Well, yeah.
I enjoyed
is it
seeing him
kind of-
older.
Yeah. Grown up a bit.
I don't even
Did
know.
it-
Oh, the fourth one.
Yeah, the fourth movie. It's on Tubi.
Was it horrible?
Interesting.
No, I actually enjoyed it. I mean, it's nowhere near as good.
Yeah, but you
obviously.
enjoyed The Flash.
Yeah, because it's just fun movie to watch. Because I don't take it seriously, you know what I mean? I just sit there back and enjoy, eat popcorn, and just go look at it. I mean, some of those movies I enjoy, but it doesn't mean I'm going to watch it again. I just watch it once and enjoy it, and that's it.
Okay.
Whoa,
fine.
whoa. Going a little too far. Pablo's saying all the Matrix movies are trash. The,
The
first
first one-
Matrix movie was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, to this
They
day.
should have ended it there.
Yeah, I don't even like the second and third one. I didn't even remember any of the second and third one though. Blotted out of my mind.
I like
Oh,
the
man.
Superman fight in the third one.
There was this,
The what? Superman
I
fight?
like the Superman fight in the third one.
You mean the Matrix?
Yeah, the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah, between
I can't
Smith
remember.
and Neo at the end, where all the buildings were exploding
Oh,
and
Matt,
stuff.
What's wrong with you?
I just enjoy movies.
Jiminy Cricket, welcome to the panel. Did you come to mock Matt relentlessly?
He's here to back me up.
No audio.
I don't think he is.
He's here to back me, man.
I think as soon as you started with your how good the Flash movie was, Jiminy's like, now I have to show up.
Well, it was after he said they liked Matrix 4.
Oh, okay, there you go. I knew it was one of Matt's horrible takes on movies.
Yeah.
No, it was a fun movie. I thought it was going to be totally different than what it was because they were
terrible.
saying, they said, "Oh, the movie is a metaphor for transsexualism," and I'm like, it didn't have anything like that in it. I was like, what are they talking about?
It's a metaphor.
Yeah, I
for
thought it
ruining
was more of a
fashion.
metaphor about Hollywood than it was about any of the other trans stuff. At least I didn't get it initially, anyway.
Yeah, I know. I didn't either. I was like, I just enjoyed it as being like, is Trinity and Neo, and then of course, some of the things they did was kind of weak. Some of the editing, it wasn't as like the original Matrix has such iconic like cinematography and editing, and this one was kind of a slow version of that.
It's because the Wachowski brothers were huge anime fans, and so they basically wanted to make a live-action anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it came out that Lana didn't even want to.
Who?
Whatever the brother is
What?
that's calling himself Lana, Mike.
It's Andy and Larry.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't want to do the movie anyway. They didn't want to do it, and then Warner Brothers is like, "Hey, finish it up. Just finish it up." And it was just like, "I don't want to do the movie."
But I don't want to.
Yeah, so that's really weird. But apparently, they just didn't want to do the movie.
In the sequel.
which
and the-
movie? Like any of them?
Just not just the fourth one.
Oh, the fourth
Oh,
one.
really?
Well,
Yeah.
because they knew that each movie they made was worse than the last one.
Yeah.
If you couldn't catch
Yeah.
what you're doing, then
I like the characters. The character, that girl with the blue hair in the fourth one. She looked cool.
Hey, is he blowing one of those bubbles? With the...
No, that's stylized smoke. You shut your mouth.
It's not smoke, dude. That's a bubble. You remember those things, right? Where you get the stuff and you mix it together and then you blow the little plastic bubbles?
It's like a
Oh,
little
These
yeah.
are for vending machines.
like a
You don't see
resin
the
bubble
ashes?
stuff.
The
It's
toxic
clearly
stuff.
ashes.
No, those are the colors in the bubble because they swirl.
No, stop it. You stop it right now.
And then that stuff, you get it in the carpet and it turns into like.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mom loved this stuff.
My
Who
mom
came
would
up
never
with
let me have
Like,
that.
Yeah,
You
smart
can see it
parents
coming, though.
wouldn't let their children have that.
or at least not have it twice.
Yeah, right.
And now you know why I am the way I am.
Oh,
dude.
that
Hey.
explains it.
Can you tell the difference between my ears?
Did you get them worked on?
One's on there.
Once you
Did you get them worked on?
One swollen.
Did you get one hurt?
So I'm taking my son to orientation at school, and a freaking bee
Oh,
lands on my ear. I didn't even know it was a bee. It just felt like I had a loose hair. So I'm like trying to brush away the loose hair. I'm like, there's no loose hair here. And then I like brushed my hand against my ear, and as soon as I touched that little bugger, he stung me.
Yep, that's what happened to me. That's happened to me. I had felt just a pinch in my back getting into the car, and so I put my hand back, like I thought I had some type of weird. So I put my hand back there and it stung my hand. I got stung twice by the same bee. I was like, what the?
Ugh, man.
And
Well,
yeah,
that
it was weird.
That would have been a wasp or a yellow
No, it was a
jacket.
bee. Dude, the bees out here in California are not like any other bees I've ever seen before. They don't fly. They crawl around like spiders, and they don't buzz. They don't make buzzing sounds. They just crawl
Okay,
around. They
you know
lay on the
what,
floor.
Matt? I don't know what bees you've been hanging out with, but that's completely wrong.
No, the bees out here, they don't even fly, and they lay on the ground. Like they're
Don't
like,
say-
Are
no,
they
those
meth
are,
bees?
that's when it gets cold or a particular bee is about to die or something.
well, they
Are
do
these
it
meth bees?
all in
You
the
don't
same
see
spot.
swarms of bees crawling on the ground trying to
Yeah,
get to flowers.
In my
No, you
area, they
don't.
do, man.
No, you
but,
don't.
No.
But you know what
I
my
don't know
theory
about
is? My theory is because they're smoking so much pot in my area that the bees just like fall down. And,
Contact high.
I was actually about to say maybe it's because they got a contact high from being around costume, but
I think it is. It sounds funny,
No,
but I
what's
think
more
so.
likely is they're getting screwed up by the 5G.
Oh, there you go.
It's the
now,
internet.
now Matt
they
believes it.
they didn't immediately march to 7-Eleven and try to find a bag of Doritos, did they?
Womp,
No.
womp. There's all kinds of crap.
That was a
happening with
perfectly
bees,
good
dude.
joke.
I had to get the munchies, huh?
Oh my god.
Maybe we could fit honey in
Let's see
there
what Matt's got.
someplace.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on with the bees, and including like the crap they're putting on the fields. I don't know, like not like Roundup, but whatever the pesticides are doing, dude, they're like killing the freaking bees. And I don't know if they know this, but we need the bees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
And
I mean, I heard about that.
and a lot of them are getting Africanized too. That's what happened to me. You remember I got stung like 6-7 months ago because a bee just came and landed on me and stung me because my neighbor 2 houses down keeps freaking bees. He's got I don't even know
What?
how many bee hives things, whatever.
He's
you
a
call them.
beekeeper.
Yeah.
What?
And so some of his bees, I guess, got freaking Africanized and then came over to my house and stung me. And then
What does that
Wait,
mean?
is-
Africanized?
is that some type of racist terminology?
Yeah. What do you mean,
Yeah.
you people?
well, I mean, you know how it's when the bees get all violent and start burning cities down.
Oh my gosh, he went there.
Well, Jiminy's here, so I have to.
See, we have to take the credit for that one to blame because we kind of set it up.
No, so
No,
these Africanized honeybees that they like get really super aggro and
Yeah, I've heard about
More
that.
violent. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Going.
they're violent.
Wow.
They start
Wow.
voting Democrat. It's crazy.
They start voting Democrat.
Do they have any bees vote now?
They abandon their children. They
Oh my
start-
God.
I'll put-
Dang, Mike.
Michael, what are you doing?
He's going.
I'm just
all
digging
out.
whatever I can come up
If,
with.
if,
What
the,
else we got?
if the Lord of the Rings music doesn't get your channel crashed, it's going to be your commentary.
I need to send the link out to Black Twitter.
There's a such thing as that.
Or
Man.
Black X.
Black.
Where have I
X.
been?
It's called Malcolm X.
Malcolm.
Oh,
X.
that's right. It is.
Right
That's
now.
why it's
Oh.
X now. Dude, that's hardcore.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
Twitter X.
that was unpleasant.
Yeah, dude.
And so when a hive gets like jacked up like that, you can't like keep them. So it's a
think this-
problem. There's so many different problems in the bee community right now. It's like it's crazy.
Feels like the bee community should have like a conference, like all these little bees getting together and talking about the issues that they're having and the forms that they need to make the different
It'd
hives.
be like the bee movie.
You just
There
said
you
that
go.
the community has.
Community
This Mike Neighbor guy.
Elliot, take over. I'm gonna go get some iced tea.
What's up, y'all? Mike's getting some iced tea, so I'm just sketching goofy stuff. Wow. Matt Costa, what is going on there, bro? Is that like is that a hot dog that she just bounced off her head?
Yep.
What is that?
Yeah, that's the little that's the Nerf dart. See, she got shot by.
Oh, that's cool.
Is she a rabbit?
Boom! Get shot right. Yeah, that's quick.
Are they wearing masks?
Oh,
Are they
you
wearing-
created their shield.
You named her Quick.
Yeah,
Ah,
she's quick.
I like
Are
that.
Yeah, because they gave her the name Quick and then her partner's name Quiet. So what I did was I figured Quick is like a rabbit, so I gave her like a rabbit type of mask, gas mask, and bunny ears on her hoodie. And then the guy is Quick, and I think cats are quick, so I gave him a cat look to his mask and ears on his hoodie like cat ears.
All I see is a dinosaur guy. Who's that dinosaur guy?
That's the alien champion. This is the final
Oh.
battle.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and this little kid's on his team using him as a shield.
Oh, well, that's
Not
nice.
Not a very large shield. He's only protecting his one ab.
Yeah, because he's moving him around, you know. He's just kind of just like that's what I was thinking of making his legs look like they're wobbling, like he's like jittering them back and forth, like bat, 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 bat. But I
Wow.
just didn't want to take that much time and figure out.
Between you and Michael. Anyway, hey kids. Evil stuff happening to poor children.
That's okay. He's tough.
That's what makes him a bad guy, though.
Teaching him life lessons, you know.
Oh yeah. That's good. That's always important. Life lessons.
Yeah. See,
Oh, I like that. I like
Thanks.
that blue line.
That's her gun. I gotta draw the clean lines
No,
over it, but it's
I thought
sketchy.
that was a lunchbox, but I'm glad you-
Oh, this is what it makes me think of now. I just was watching. What's that movie Pixel with Kevin James and Adam Sandler? Where the
Yeah, pixels.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's it
Oh,
reminds
right.
me. It reminds me a little bit of how we're dealing with modded, where an alien invasion comes and they challenge Earth to win a game and they'll let Earth alone,
Mm.
right? So they challenge them to kill these video game characters that they sent after Earth. So they have the nerds, video game nerds, play because the military is not good enough to know how to read the patterns of the attack formations and stuff.
Let's go
So
with that.
it's kind of, I just realized it when I was watching. I go, that's similar to modded in a way. Of course,
Oh, it's
different.
Like modded, only different.
Yeah, except we modded the story. But no, it's funny because yeah, that movie actually I didn't watch the whole thing,
Yeah.
but
You modded the story.
Yeah, man. Different but the same.
Cross Comics is here. Hey, Cross. What's up? Oh, Jeff, you were gone?
Yes, I was.
Nobody noticed.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Jeff. I didn't know. I'm looking at the comments, not the private.
That's okay.
So
Oh, I
Jeff-
got you.
Jeff's reading through as I do lettering. Jeff, what are your thoughts on Lone Star pages 1 through 20?
Is that what I did? Was pages 1 through 20?
I mean, if you saw the last one.
2, 3,
Touche.
4, 5, 6. Art's really good. Story's pretty good too.
All right. Don't let on any more than you have to. All right.
Okay.
Were you looking at
What do you want me to
the-
say?
Nah, I guess
Letter?
that's fine. I'm not going to send it to you for a review.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Miller.
No,
The art
no,
is fabulous.
no.
I dare not stand in your presence, Mr. Miller.
Oh my gosh. Why do I send you the link?
Wow. Oh, that's devious.
So what were you doing on Royce's show earlier?
Giving him the same amount of crap that I'm giving you.
Oh, okay. Excellent. That's all I wanted to hear.
I genuinely think he has lots of fun when I'm on there.
He's lots of what?
Fun.
As opposed to here?
Well, he's a masochist.
Oh, okay, got you. I'll mess with you, Jeff. You know I love you.
I know. I love you too, man.
Oh man, we're gushing.
Dang it.
That was Tampa. Was it? Were people spending?
Oh,
money?
here we go again with
Oh.
It was good, man. I mean, it was actually a pretty good show. A lot of people were there. It was surprising actually to me. I did better than I thought I would. I think I did better there that weekend than I've done maybe in the last 3 or 4 years.
Oh wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was a really good show. A lot of people, but I was hanging out with Andy in the Lab Comics booth, and we had a bunch of artists there with us. It was me, Brian Shearer was there.
Cool.
Who else? There was Jose Barisi, Mark Pennington, and we got a hand.
Shane Davis?
And comics.
No,
fans.
he wasn't sitting there. But we had Stefan Roux was there, my good friend, and Daniel Govar, the watercolor painter. It was fantastic. It was great. Yeah, it was cool. It was good, man. You probably would have dug it, man. It was really tight.
Oh yeah, I love Tampa, man. I wish I could go back.
Are you guys killing the internet again?
What?
Maybe it's the bees.
Oh, the bees. Bee time.
The boys, not the bees.
Not the bee. Okay.
I feel like drawing, except for
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a good sign.
Could always draw letters.
Is that called drawing though? I don't
No.
know. Maybe. No. Okay.
Drawing flies.
I could do like art corrections. Anybody got any art?
Anyone?
Oh.
Sorry,
Bueller?
Matt. I had you muted because your background music is way too loud.
Oh, sorry about that. I muted it too.
What did he say?
Oh man.
I don't know.
That's,
He'd be willing to
Oh,
do.
I muted it myself too. Sorry about that.
Oh,
that would be really cool. My life has been coloring for the past. I'm not sure how long. Like,
give me something to draw, boys.
Oh.
X-Men?
Voices.
X-Man?
If we're gonna do that, we should have just done a.
And
drawing
Nate
for it.
Gray, you know, back in the 90s
Oh,
when he was
I
awesome.
thought you meant Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh.
Well,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. What's going on around here?
Heyo.
What about how about like I don't know, something unique? What draw like a dinosaur man.
Some character from the 90s too.
Oh,
Make him look
God.
90s style.
All right, I think I gotta go, guys. This 90s talk is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, we're done with
Yeah,
the 90s.
you know the golden
90s.
era of comics,
No.
The lame era. Of
or the
comics.
silver age. That it is.
That's
I
not
know
the
it's not-
silver.
This explains so much about you, Matt.
I know it's not the platinum, but it's kind of darn close.
We call it the garbage age. Of
Yeah, pretty much.
How about Horse Cop?
Horse cop?
Just
Did
two
you
words.
see that?
Yeah, I
Did you
watched
see
it.
Holy moly! So Brian and I were driving around Tampa like on Saturday night. Was it Saturday night? Yeah, after the show. So I took a wrong turn behind this warehouse thinking it was the road. I couldn't see it because there wasn't enough lighting on the road. And there in the back was this sheriff's vehicle with a horse trailer and a horse that we didn't notice. It didn't look like it was tied to anything. It was just standing there eating out of the trough and with a sheriff thing. And I'm like, what the? So we came up with this whole idea called horse cop, or actually turned into or it was cop horse or something like that. No, at first it was a SWAT horse. Then it became horse cop. It was the craziest thing. Of course, Brian with his little deadpan, well, I think I just see that's a horse. That's a horse. Yes, it is. Anyway, we had a good time, man. It was a lot of good Spanish food. I got to show them around town and all the sights. The only thing we didn't get to do, we were invited to have cigars with Matt. Is it Matt C? Is that it? Matt Cox?
Matt. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get there in time, so I had gotten there an hour after they had already left. I was hoping that they were just going to hang out there for a while. It's this really cool place. It's called the Grand Cathedral Cigar Lounge, and it's an old church that they repurposed for a cigar lounge, and it's got the stained glass windows and everything. So it doesn't have any pews, of course, but it has it's a small sanctuary space, and then there's like a elevated spot where I guess where the choir used to be, or maybe where it was like an elevated, podium. What do you call that? Anyway, it was really cool. I really would have liked to have had Brian there, but he was not feeling that well, so I was trying to represent us. Of course, I represented us so well that I was late. Anyway. But anyway, I regret that because we were having some great conversation, Matt and I, and this other guy called, I think he was comics PhD or something like that. I forget his handle exactly, but it was cool. It was real cool, and the people were super cool. There was this one author there that I don't know who it was. I meant to look it up the last time too. I'll talk to you, but he was some famous author, and people were like killing themselves to go see him because he only had like 15 slots for signings. And I don't know who he was, but he was so popular that there was literally a trampoline. Two people got ran over. It was awesome.
Oh.
No, I loved it. I wanted to see more.
There was a trampoline for a moment, like a trampoline. You had to jump.
No,
that's kind of like when that gal got killed at Comic-Con for Twilight, trying to.
Wow.
Oh, she ran across the street and got hit by a car or something, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I seen the video. I think of Tampa. Sergio put up of people like running in and like tripping over each other.
Yeah, that's
falling. I was like,
fantastic.
what a bunch of idiots, man! I'm like, there weren't even kids. These are middle-aged people doing it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was for that author. It was for that author.
You know what? That ticked me off.
You know what? You should go check out Brian's video though. It's very excellent. I like this already, Mike. I like what I'm seeing.
It's like 33 from Brave Star.
That's what happens when you take too much steroids.
Have you ever seen a horse
start getting hooves?
Steroids? Horse is already friggin' beefed.
No, that's pretty amazing there. I think we're just gonna use your art for the poster. We're gonna do a movie. We're gonna make a movie.
There we go.
How does he usually gun?
Huh?
No, that's right.
How does he usually gun?
It doesn't matter. It's like magic.
Oh, maybe he has to do it like the Western movie styles, where they kind of like prop it up in one, and then they just kind of slap the hammer on the thing, and then it just kind of shoots that way. I'm not exactly sure how that works. But
he has no fingers.
Yeah, right.
I give him fingers. I mean, I'm giving him pectoral muscles.
He's like the bad guys in the George Reeves Superman. He just throws the gun at them.
Yeah,
there you go. We can throw it hard enough. Why not?
Felix came up with this whole idea that that horse cop was he was dressing up as a woman to try to catch a A trafficker.
He's dressing up as a mare. Oh my gosh.
No, a woman.
I like that
As a
Elliot's
wo- as a
laughing at
woman.
it. That's great.
Oh,
That thing was so funny, man. He had us cracking up. Like he was like, the chief
give him a
was
buzz
telling
cut.
him.
He's a cop. He
You
should
give
have
him
a
a
buzz cut.
mohawk.
But you got to give him a wig though, so he could be in disguise.
Give him a cop stash too.
yeah.
Well, that
Oh,
would
he's got
kind of defeat the
glasses.
purpose of the wig.
I think the glasses are at an improbable angle, Michael.
What are you talking about? I mean, they're not going to go back here. He's got his ears are
No,
up here.
they have to go like lean more forward. Keep going. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's all right. It's all right. I was
Okay.
messing with you. I was trying to appeal to your
Hey,
sense of
propriety of
your
proper illustrative stuff.
your OCD. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm not the kind of guy who get all bent out of shape because you correct me publicly. That's fine. Oh, that was so funny. Mike Harris posted this. I guess he was on How to Draw Comics on Facebook or something like that. And this dude, he posted his art there, which I believe that site's or that page is for people who are trying to encourage each other to learn to draw better, right? And so this dude posts this art where like his perspective lines are in one spot, and so you know how you measure you make sure all of your characters are the same height by where the perspective line cuts through them, right? If they're all the same height, your perspective line is at the shoulder, your horizon line is at the shoulder, so all of the horizon line is at all of their shoulders, unless one's particularly tall or short. So this dude's got his horizon line. It's at the freaking like ankles. Well, not ankles, like the shin of the main character. It's at the shoulder of a character behind him, and it's at the torso of a character on the other side of him. And Mike Harris is just like, hey guy, it's like, that's, you got a lot of good stuff going on here, but you should pay attention to your perspective. And the dude just starts railing on him, like about how, it's subjective and blah, 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 and it's a style thing. It's like, no, dude, this isn't a style thing.
Yeah, that's
You have no idea how to do perspective correctly.
like maybe he had a hobbit and then a dwarf and then a Trent.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, some people just cannot take criticism.
That's why I never give critiques unless people are really adamant about. Well, yeah, because I'm like, hey, I just won't give it. They go because I'm like, do you really want to know, or you just want me to say it looks great?
Yeah, right.
Because sometimes people just want you to go, well, this looks great, doesn't it? And I'm like, yeah. And if it does look cool, I'll say yeah. But if I notice flaws, I won't point them out unless they're like, well, what do you really think? I'm like,
yeah.
Well, son,
most people
you might want to sit down for this.
Yeah. Dude, because when I was growing up as a getting into art, I mean, I had like artists just tear me apart, and it was rough at times. But I actually got to the point where I wanted them to really give it to me straight, because I go, if I give it to me straight, then I'm going to get better at it quicker.
Yeah.
Because then I know what I got to fix. Because people go, you sure you want it? I go, dude, I want to get better. So I want you to pat me on the back or the head.
Yeah,
I just want you
like
to give it
legit.
to me straight.
And I wouldn't ask the opinion of someone unless I respected their work. Right? So it's like, if I respect your work, that means I want to hear what you actually have to say.
Yeah.
And after several weeks of therapy, again.
Well, dude, I know one guy who was, when we were first starting off, we were just teenagers. This guy was a little bit older than us. He's about to be like 20, 21. He was so good. He could have been working for the industry already. And he was so good. He was like the best one of the group. But he never would get critiqued. And he got critiqued once and just quit drawing. And he was so good. He was insanely good.
Man.
He just quit. And I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm like, dude, I had people tear me apart. And I'm like, okay, next year I'm going to show you, man. I'm going to get so much better. And I would work my butt off. And then they'd be like, oh, this looks a lot better. But then you got to work on this and this. And I'm like, okay. Then I turn around next year and like try to impress some more, And then kept pushing. And I liked it. I even sent artwork to Mobius before he died. You know, and
That's
and
what
they, yeah. How did you know? I was gonna say that you did. He's like, I can pass the baton now. I can leave this earth.
now I can die in peace.
I know
We
the
think
art
they
is
look
saved.
for successor.
No, I sent it to him, and it's funny because his manager was like, "Are you sure you want to send it to him? Because he'll give you really harsh, honest critiques." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, that'd be great." But I never heard back from him.
Are you saying that your work killed him?
Yep.
No, because he lived for
That's what I got out of that
years.
message.
He actually
He
stole
lived-
his art and signed his name to it.
Probably
Yeah,
took fun out of
I
it
just-
for him.
I just
It's
traced
he
over
wants
his.
me to.
I traced it over his art, and I'm like, "Oh, you're critiquing your own art now. How does that feel?" Tear
Mike,
that
that was
apart. Huh?
great.
Tear that apart. Yeah, this. I don't know why this is so amazing looking.
It actually looks a little bit like
does look
the
cool.
horse in the video.
The sunglasses.
I didn't see the video.
Have you
What
seen
was the
the
video?
horse?
I think it's on
That's
Shearer's
amazing.
channel. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Is that an actual like product horse cop?
No, we
It
were
was-
thinking about. We were talking about making it. It's,
Oh,
It was an
That would be
actual
fun.
horse that was.
it was it was an actual horse. It was a sheriff horse, but
that's cool.
The sheriff wasn't there. It was just the horse.
I don't know what it was doing there by itself. It was yeah. You should play the video. You would be you would get to see me and my my fatness. It's awesome.
What?
That sounds good. Let's see.
Oh wow.
It's all muscles.
It's also underneath somewhere.
Links in the
A
chat.
horse is a horse. A horse. A horse. That's pretty good. Like you draw
Oh,
the
oh,
horse teeth very
All over the
nice.
bed.
Who's in the chat? What?
I put the link in the chat,
Oh,
Oh, to the video.
the private chat.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
privat chit chat. Chit chat.
Well, look.
Chatty. Chatty. Chatty.
Let me let's prepare. Stop the screen, so you have to stop watching me do this. Tampa Bay Comic Con After Dark with Cow Force. Okay. This is the one. Let's go.
Why you're a Floridian? Why don't people use return stickers? I mean, you are. Is that just for my benefit? Now, don't change your ways just because of me. Today we're going to have coffee at La Hacienda. Elliot forgot to pay for our parking spot, so he had to walk all the way. All right, we're at the Tampa Bay Comic Con, and it is Comic Conning. It's 11 o'clock now because we wasted a minute of me not recording. We went to Hattricks, which they keep saying is one word, and it's actually Hat Tricks. It's a bar and grill. We're on Harbor Island, and I know that because I said the word harbor, and Elliot said, "Oh yeah, that's what it's called, Harbor Island." And he keeps asking me. I'm doing a recap. He keeps asking me where to go, and it's his town. He's ashamed. There's actually a wall. So that's what's going on this first. This is the first convention video I've done in a long time, so we have to make it worth it. We're gonna drive through Ybor City. Ybor City. Tell me what's special about Ybor City.
It's where all the clubs and the nightlife is.
The nightlife, because we're young and hip in the prime of our life.
Greetings, fellow young people.
We're gonna take some pictures of crazy people. This is a great town. I learned more about it from googling Google Maps than Elliot has learned since being here since 2007. Because he doesn't come to Tampa very much. He circles his block. He goes and gets coffee at La Hacienda and some great flan and a sandwich with jamon, bacon, huevos,
You sound like a
jamon, jamon, like a
Hamon whole wheat.
French Spaniard. Hey, you know what? When you come to Greensboro, I'm going to show you freaking everything.
Can I just say I don't come here at night?
I'm going to show you every nook and cranny, even if I haven't been there in 15 years. And it's going to be amazing.
Look, I've never been on this road.
You know what?
Why should I have going back?
Or you're an artist. You're at home all the time.
Labyrinth of Lies.
Yeah.
You're probably from Tallahassee. Oh, is there some animosity between
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee? Tallahassee.
Look here, boy.
Or we just took a turn into a parking lot in an industrial complex, and I think Elliot's about to murder me. Probably kind of. Is there a horse? There's a horse. Where the crap are we? We went back in time to 1885 in Tampa, Florida.
I just want to take
How did we find a random horse? Can we make this loop again? Because I need to explain. I need for my own satisfaction understand the horse.
You want to go again?
Yeah, go again.
You're gonna get shot.
Yeah, go
You
again.
got horses up there?
We do, but not in parking lots and industrial complexes at 11:10 at night.
Hold on.
What the heck? Where'd you go?
National Historic Land. That might be a clue. It's a
That's where we
historic
gotta go.
district. There's nothing up there.
No, we had to take that way. We're gonna go this way.
Wait a minute. Okay. There's nobody here. There's no human here.
What
There's
the
just
heck?
a horse.
Oh my gosh.
It's a police horse with no
Good editing.
It's not a glowing
police.
bracelet.
Nightlife. This is what Elliot just called nightlife. The horses are on the other side of this
Wow.
building.
Oh, listen, you don't understand.
Is that a school?
Apparently, I'm supposed to be amazed by something.
No, I'm not saying you're gonna be amazed. I'm just gonna show you the
The
seats.
sights.
picture
Well,
of
I've
last
seen some
longer.
sights. I do appreciate that.
Yeah, I showed you a horse.
I have never seen that before. An unattended police horse in a parking lot in the middle of the
That was
night.
like in the middle of
They're
nowhere.
very trusting. Is there low
Yeah.
crime here? That horse is on the job.
Everybody respects the horse. You know what'd be cool? It was like a SWAT horse.
Maybe it was. Maybe that horse has the most arrest records of every police officer.
decorated.
Highly decorated. If we could have lingered longer, we have seen the medals dangling from his harness.
SWAT horse. That's the next
SWAT horse? That sounds like a radio drama.
SWAT horse.
He's a loose cannon, but he gets results. Don't pass me. One more sound out of you and you're off the force. So this is known as Cigar City, and I'm learning there was a Cigar City mafia back in the day.
There was a movie about it. Ben Affleck played.
What's the name of the movie? Mallrats?
Oh, yeah, I forgot the name, but it was about the 1920s, 1830s, and it was filmed out here, I believe.
Wearing his suits.
Oh, I know what movie you're talking about.
You know,
Yeah.
It's itchy. He was doing this the whole
You
time.
get those little hats, the little, you know.
Newsboys.
Fedoras.
No, those ones that are made of cardboard or whatever. At least they look like they're made of cardboard.
Like a derby.
I think they were fedoras. I just assume it's one of those hats from like the hello my lady, hello my darling. Anyway,
That was a top hat.
Mary Poppins.
Brian looks.
Remember the scene with
There was no mafia in Mary Poppins. We're in Ybor City. Anyway, it smells like weed here. Totally. So we talked about the dress code for ladies in Tampa. Oh, another one. Cigar factory. 99% of the dress code is ladies adjusting the dress code so they don't violate city ordinance.
oh, that was the artist alley looked terrible.
Everything in this section is very pastel-y.
Oh, Florida.
Yeah, well, just saying.
This is the This is the like artist small press or something. The
Kids are going.
Part of the reason I stopped doing convention videos is because at a certain point it was the same thing over and over again. At least at the convention. Wall of prints, artist alley, same people, over and over.
Yeah, rad. Oh, drama!
And once you've seen Cop Horse, it's
over.
Just
Sushi?
What's sushi?
What is sushi?
Like shawarma?
Is that like sushi but with?
Oh, that was awesome.
Woo! Brilliant.
See, Mike, that could have been us.
I know, dude. I know, bro.
Yeah. So that the funny thing about the horse was when we drove that second time, it just started to stare at us like you got a problem.
It was casing you.
And I was like, what happened to this horse? It looks very aggressive.
He probably looked like these guys gonna do a drive-by or something. What's up? What's up? What's up?
So the reason why it looked like we were in the middle of nowhere is because we were kind of just behind all the action over on Ybor City. So of course Brian's being very, very kind to everyone, so he's not showing everybody. But there was a lot of people over there, and but that warehouse that the horse was behind, it was just weird. It was weird. It was like the sheriff left the truck there and left the horse there, and we couldn't tell if it was tied up or anything. I was like, why is this is a very obedient horse? Anyway,
because the sheriff went to the
In the
club.
old west, man. You just
The sheriff went to the club, man.
wrap it around the pole. And
I think so.
Well, what are you gonna do? So are they gonna worry about somebody stealing a horse? What are you gonna do with the horse? Fence it?
Hey, ride it.
Horse meat.
Hey,
No.
I got a horse out back.
Yeah.
Bucks for it.
You sell
Then,
it to McDonald's.
Then we
Got a
went
horse
to
in a pawn shop.
but in Ybor City, that's where all the clubs are, and a lot of not all the clubs, but
Did you
that's
call
the
it New
concentration
Horse
of it.
City?
That's awesome.
No, Ybor City,
Oh,
and there
Why
really
not?
was a. So we
Ybor
are
City?
known Ybor, Ybor,
Yeah.
Yabor. Yeah, there used to be there was a lot of mafia activity here in Tampa for a while. That's why they called it a Cigar City Mafia. There's books written about it and stuff. And that's that Ben Affleck movie where he plays. It
yeah.
happens-
What was that called?
something in the night,
Mallrats.
something the heat, or what the heck was that called? Let me look it up. I'm curious now. But it was one of the last ones he did around the time of Batman, and it didn't do very well. I think because everyone was angry at Batman and the Justice League.
Live by night.
There you go. There you go. See?
Boom.
Yeah. And it Live by Night or something.
Live by Night.
Live by night.
Okay, whatever you say.
I'm gonna watch it now. But yeah, so
There
there
it
was a
is.
whole. Oh, don't get nasty. But yeah, so yeah. There was a lot of crazy stuff here. It still is. We talked about how the Cuban sandwich was invented. You know, he had never had a Cuban sandwich.
What? Really?
Yeah, he
How do you
never
like
had.
it?
He never had Cuban bread apparently either.
Oh.
Where does he live?
I was like, he lives in North Carolina.
Oh, that's why.
I don't know if that's why. I think that's a shameful thing. You should know what Cuban sandwiches are. I took him to this place called.
I never had one either.
Well, you don't live
What?
in Florida.
Yeah,
You know,
never. I don't think I've had any Cuban food.
Matt, I can't even talk to you right now. I can't even talk to you. I can't.
It's
I can't
commie
do that.
food, man.
I'm sorry.
The Matrix.
I'm sorry.
Now this.
Basically, it's
before
white bread
the
made by a guy named Raul.
No, you know what? You know why they called it a Cuban sandwich? Do you know why they called it a Cuban sandwich?
Does it taste like a cigar?
No. Wow.
Made in Cuba?
See?
Yeah.
No, it was not.
Racist.
It was not. It was invented in Tampa. What happened was there were a bunch of Cubans Cuban nationals, or I guess they were nationals, but anyway, they migrated over here or immigrated, and they would take the sandwich. They would like make sandwiches from whatever that was left over from like some of the locals or whatever, and so they would like piece together their stuff, and the reason why they didn't put mayonnaise in it is because they would
smart.
They would wrap it up and put it in their back pockets while they were working, while they were making cigars and stuff.
That's why they're so flat.
Yeah, maybe, but then, and so yeah, that's how that worked. And then the next thing you know,
Yeah, Cuban sandwiches are great.
yeah. So they're
Original
I prefer them with mayonnaise though. They're so good.
Ugh.
I love it.
That's okay. The Cornish miners up here in Michigan, they keep their pasties heated up in their armpits.
The what?
Pasties. Basically, it's like a.
What's that?
It's like
That's what for your nipples with.
It's like a. It's like a.
Not pasties.
Oh, I thought he was just saying pasties.
I put a sandwich on my nipples.
Otherwise known as the nipple sandwich. Anyways, so yeah, it's basically it's like a beef and potato hot pocket, and they keep them warm by sticking them under their armpits.
Nasty.
That's good times.
Might
Oh,
as
it
well put
does.
mayonnaise on 'em.
I'm sure it does. Yeah, no mayonnaise.
Ugh.
So when you get that onion smell into your pits, that's good to see.
Uh,
What did I say?
Uh huh.
What are you talking about?
Onion.
They call it Cornish cologne.
Comments Bear says mayo on a Cuban Bears ticket. Elliot's Florida card. No man, you can't. I live here. I stay in these parts. Can I tell you a story about the sandwich Nazi? Ever tell you that story?
No.
So you know, remember they had the soup Nazi in Seinfeld.
Yeah.
There was a place here, and I think it's not here. It was called Subport, and these people were from New Jersey, and they were making these subs, and so they took a lot of pride in their subs, and the guy that owned it was very proud of his sandwich making. And I guess they had a son that was working there, and I always thought the guy was a little creepy. The way he handled the lettuce always bothered me.
Yeah.
So
What did he do with the lettuce?
he would fondle it, you know. It was a very peculiar approach.
Fondle lettuce
to food
My
service.
darling Romaine.
How do you do that?
I don't like where this is going.
Hold on, he would just here. Let me just put on my camera. No, forget it. He would
And then he just stare at you while he's doing it.
Yes, he would caress it because he wasn't really engaged, right?
Is he
could tell
biting
was
his
bored.
lower lip while he's doing it?
No, but he may as well have been. He was a little creepy.
I'm sorry,
So-
Lester sisters.
So
Your ears.
it's just
Oh, wait,
lettuce.
I got headphones.
It's just anyway. So I had asked. I love their Italian thing, and I said, listen, I love the sandwich. Can I please get that and please put mayo? In fact, I'll take extra mayo.
Ooh.
And
Oof.
so every time I would do it, the guy always looked a little aggressive, a little angry. But this time wasn't all that. It was just, it was one time. So he says to me one time, you're ruining the sandwich. I said, I'm sorry. I'm thinking, I'm spending my hard-earned money here for lunch. I'll have my mayonnaise, please. Anyway, but I didn't say that. I just said, say that again. He said, you're gonna ruin the sandwich. And I said, oh well, the gentleman didn't understand. I'm from New York City, so whatever goodness there is in the sandwich, I've tasted it. I just enjoy mayonnaise. He's like, well, all right. I mean, if you want to ruin your sandwich, I guess. And so I said okay, and I just thought that was a very odd interaction with an establishment that seems to want to cater to my needs as a customer.
Yeah.
So
Weird.
You can't have
so
it
we would go there. We would go there frequently, and he wasn't always there. But whenever he was there, he had a little puss face on. He didn't like me at all. So one day he says, I know that's what he was saying. And so one day I go and I say, "Hey, how you doing? You know, we love this place. We always talk it up. Yeah, can I get the Italian sandwich and I just like some extra mayo?" And he stopped and he looked at me and he said,
Oh.
"I'm not going to do that."
Oh my
I
god.
said, I said, "Say again."
He's an artiste.
Yeah, and I said, "It's a sandwich for crying out loud." I said, "Say again." He goes, "I'm not going to do that. This sandwich doesn't get mayonnaise. It was
What?
never designed. You are ruining this sandwich."
What
And
the heck?
the wife was like, whatever his name was, I guess let's just call him Joe. Joe, come on, relax. No, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And I said, "I don't think you understand, sir. I'm paying for the sandwich, and I'm paying for extra mayo on my sandwich." We got into this big thing in the place over a sandwich.
What the heck?
Yeah, that's
Just like
what
the
it was,
Flash.
Pablo. Oh my gosh, it was.
That's weird, man.
It was like talking to Matt Cosson about superhero movies.
Sounds like it.
I probably would have been laughing if that guy said that to me. I'd be like, "You serious?"
Oh,
Like, I
you would
would've
have laughed. I thought it was a
would've
joke at first. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
his creepy son was on the side there, like trying to intimidate me with the way he was handling the lettuce. I said,
Oh man, that's a
I said,
weird.
"Look, buddy."
I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna eat it. I'm not gonna wear it or put it
Hey,
on
did
display.
you ever consider that maybe he was trying to protect you from the guy that handled the lettuce?
It didn't matter. I didn't put lettuce on the sandwich in those days. I would just ask
Yeah,
for this
but
thing with
The
extra.
guy
mayo.
also had access to the mayonnaise.
That's so weird.
Maybe.
I would have went
maybe.
in. So what happened then? But did he give you the mayo or didn't do it?
Yeah, the mom, the wife took over and she made the sandwich the way I asked for it. And I said, "Thank you very much." And I never went back. Consequently, they're no longer around. It's
I
probably
wonder
because
why.
You gave him that much business?
He's
He's
doing it
their
all the
only
time.
customer.
Dude,
Elliot
He was-
broke him. I can't do
He's
this
like-
anymore.
That's
yeah,
what it
he
was.
couldn't handle that.
It's just
Because
they think
it
they
was one of those.
killed
it
the
broke.
soul of the sandwich. I
It was a
broke.
Jersey sub, and I'm like, dude, it's just a sub, man. It's just a sandwich, dude. I don't care.
To you.
Put
To you,
I'll
it's
put
just a
ketchup on it. It was going into my stomach for crying out loud.
It's only a sandwich
Anyway.
to you. To me, it's my life.
It had his signature on it, though, Elliot.
Really? Really?
Yes.
You know what I say to people that buy my art? You can wipe your butt with it if you want. It doesn't matter.
As long as I get paid.
As long as I get paid. Give me the damn sandwich. That's all I want. I just want the sandwich.
I'm
Yeah,
just gonna state, if I was a chef, I would not serve Matt Cosson.
I don't think I would eat at your place if you're just giving out raw food, man. You'd be like, "Get out of my restaurant." I'm like, "I just want some cooked food. Is anyone out there who knows how to work a stove, a frying pan?"
Mike can name his restaurant Salmonella.
I tell you what, Mr. Casa,
Brother.
I will cook the steak, I will bring it out to you, and then I will give you a blowtorch. You can
Yeah,
cook it
that's
the
what
rest-
chefs do. They use blowtorches too. I've seen it.
Well, actually, have you ever tried that cooking that steak on a stone? The cooking steak on
I
a stone?
have the blowtorch for the kitchen. I use
Really?
that. Yeah.
Is that what you? That's how you cook it.
Why
right?
don't
Like,
you use it?
you count to like 10, 1, 2, 3,
You
4, 5,
do
6,
that
7, 8, 9,
to
10, and then
build-
you're done.
You do that to make a crust. You don't do it to cook the food.
See, you don't cook the food. You just admitted it.
No, I don't use a blowtorch to cook the food. Silly.
Well, I like
You
my,
just
I
use
like my steak
lighter.
rare. I prefer my steak rare anyway.
That's why we're friends, Elliot.
Thank you.
That's
Well,
why I would serve you in my restaurant.
I think it's rare to see Mike with a cooked steak.
And then he would ask for mayo for the steak.
No, he
I just want mayo for my steak.
It's like the guy asking for ketchup at the steakhouse, and the
Mm.
chef came out and he's like, he just stared at the guy, and the guy's like, "What?" He's like, "I hate you with a passion you can only dream of." He said. He's like, "What?"
See, you're doing the same thing, man. You're like, you can't have this. It's not cooked.
Like,
I'll
you
have
can't
it my
handle
way.
the
Thank you
steak.
very much.
Yeah,
Listen,
see,
actually, it tastes the flavor is richer when it's rare, or at least
Mm.
medium rare.
So what's in
Uh,
the Cuban sandwich that it can fly without mayonnaise?
cooked meat.
Yeah, it's got pork, It's got ham and cheese, and it even has mustard.
Hi, Leon.
I can't remember what the other thing might have been. And then of course it has some veggies. Some people put stuff in there. Usually that now at La Teresita where I took them, I had a medianoche. Have you ever had a medianoche, Jiminy?
Girls? No.
Oh,
No.
medianoches are amazing. It's like a Cuban, but it's done with a sweet bread. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It is so amazing. Woo. Them are nasty good. And then at the place where the La Hacienda, which is where I get my coffee now, when I do go out, it's Colombian. I figured out it's a Colombian restaurant.
Yeah.
And they serve a flan that you just want to murder people for. Like if you could if they told you could never have it again, you go psycho and you start killing people. It's so good.
I learned how to cook.
So good.
The Medellin flan.
Oh my gosh, it is so yummy, and it's fattening. It's so wonderful. It's the best. But the coffee is great. Well, I like about the coffee too.
Carbs to me.
You shut your mouth. All right. Nobody asked you about that, Michael. How dare you? Now, let me tell you though. The coffee. They put a little bit of milk in the coffee, which is the only time I can drink it is in this coffee. I don't get sugar in it. I actually prefer my coffee black. But the way they
Like
did
for
it,
men.
man.
Sorry, go ahead.
That pause was a little extended. I wasn't trying to be that extended with that. It was funny. Anyway, no, not at all. But yeah, man, they do a good job with that there. It's nice and it's robust. So I found out what coffee does. Did you know what coffee does, Mike?
It's a diuretic.
No, that's not what it does. I mean, it may do that, but that's not what its intent is. Well, at least how it affects and why people drink it. So it doesn't gives you a buzz. No, what it does is it kills some of. There's a thing that your body does that tells you you're tired in your brain or whatever, and this thing like cancels that out. So that's why if you have too if you're like me and you're a little sleepy. If you haven't had a lot of rest and you drink coffee, you can still fall asleep because your body can only turn that off for so much. That's happened to me before. I had like almost a pot of coffee and I was like dragging my face on the floor.
They can only do so much.
Yeah, because it's actually it's doing a thing. Andrew Hayes says it kills melatonin. Maybe that's what it is.
Ah.
That explains it, right? So it's not just it's not like it doesn't make you all like jittery. Well, I guess it can if it's it messes around with your electrical system in your body. Pretty cool.
Inhibits the uptake of sleepiness hormones.
Probably the melatonin.
Hormones.
Or jamon, the way that Brian said ham in Spanish. Jamon. He's like, then he tells me, like a good soldier, I could have ordered my own food. I know I'm actually pretty fluent in that kind of Spanish. I said, are you kidding me? Why did I waste my time? I made me look like an idiot.
Because Brian likes making you look like an idiot?
He does. Now, the food we had after the show on Sunday, we went to St. Petersburg, which is it's about 30 minutes away.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh, dude. Oh, my gosh. Sushi was amazing.
Why did he spell it shushi?
I did not spell that, Michael. That was Brian.
I said, why did he?
Why?
Because
are you asking me?
That's Brian.
And is that how you spell it in the South?
That's how you spell it in the shower. Listen, there was a sushi place called the Green. I think it was called the Green Hornet, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta get it." But I didn't get it.
Yeah. How was it?
Bruce Lee was Chinese, not Japanese.
I don't care. It's what they named it, man. Gosh.
Did it have wasabi? Was it good?
I don't know if it had wasabi. I didn't taste it. Did I? I think I did taste it. Somebody did buy it.
Because I feel like it would have been hot and green, so that would have been like spicy, like it's got a sting.
Like the Green Hornet.
Possibly. Yeah, it was good stuff. So when you come to Tampa, Mike, one of these days, I'll take you there.
All right. It sounds like you really know your way around.
I don't at all. Like you guys said accurately.
We have to see Cop Horse.
I live in my cave. Yeah, Cop Horse is there, I'm sure. He's still taking care of the streets of Ybor City.
Cop Horse.
Da, 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 da. No, sir. Don't like it.
No, sir.
All right. This is looking great, Mike.
And then you have a Thor horse. You know what he's famous for saying?
What?
I say thee nay.
Funny.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Comic Bear says Ellie lives in the
really.
cave too. I do live in the cave. Next time you're in Tampa, Comic Bear, I'll bring you over. You can see my studio. It's literally my garage. But I like it though.
Comics Bear posted a picture of you and Brian. Well, I don't know whose place you're at, but you and Brian, and you had this look like, why is there a guy with a bear costume standing in the view?
Because he comes around wearing a bear costume. That was a little unique.
He didn't.
Please make him go away.
No, I was more amused, but I didn't know what to do with that. I said, "There's a bear in my." So he came behind the table and took a picture.
Nice.
Brian was there hanging out with Felix.
Yeah. So I didn't get to see you.
Costume too. It's like those gorilla costumes, but it was a bear. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
You have the gorilla costumes that look pretty cool, but they're kind of kitschy.
Oh, yeah.
From like the 70s. But this was a bear version of that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Andrew Hayes likes the addition of the sunglasses word. I do too. Oh, Felix has a whole story for this guy. There's a whole story. It's a whole thing. I love it. It was the heat. Those were wrinkles, Comics Bear said. Sure. But yeah, so next time you guys come to Tampa, make sure we all go and do our thing. Jimmy, you should come to Tampa sometime for that show.
Yeah, I would have gone if I knew you were going to be there. That way we can argue about movies. But
yeah, no, I win. Yeah, I would be winning about movies. You'd be losing. There's no argument. I'm clearly the victor in that discussion.
But we just gotten home from a week-long trip, so I couldn't really go this year. Maybe next year.
I don't know what to do.
Where were you going on your trip?
I'm going for the month.
Oh, where did we go? We went to Branson, Missouri.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, very nice. Great.
Hey,
and Rabbit.
Critias didn't go, did he?
No, he wasn't there.
He doesn't live too far, right?
From what I heard last, he's a few hours away, so it might have been far for him.
Oh.
Hi, Rabbit.
Leon Fuego, short answer is possibly something that Brian might be messing around with for Cop Horse. We talked about doing
oh, wait a second.
Paranormals again. What are you talking about? What I did? Well, I'll just design another one, Michael. It's really that hard, you know. Plus, we did it right there on the video. There's like a live video showing us doing our thing. How dare you? How dare you?
Time stamped.
And
I think the logo was trademarked.
Yeah. See. Sorry, Mike. Yeah.
All right. I'm behind the 8 ball on this one.
You missed out. You should have seen the video.
I can't Gabe Al-Taib this one.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe you could call it Paul Blart Mall Horse.
That'd be Mike's version.
Yeah.
Mike's version would be the one that comes out with the Transmorphers. Like, we know it's not the real one, Michael. That looks really nice, Mike. You put a lot of work into something that was.
a throwaway joke.
Yeah, I love it though. I love it.
It is.
He took
He
the
looks
challenge
like-
though, right?
Yeah.
That Mike
Oh, let's
accepted
use
the
this.
challenge.
He has his tie tucked into his shirt.
That's right.
Andrew Hayes asked the same question. How's he hold a gun?
He's got
He
little
don't need
feelers.
no gun.
He must have
Maybe
magnetic shoe
Horseshoes.
That's
yeah.
right.
Magnetic.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And it's also just there for show. His real guns are the ones he's showing off right now.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Mhm.
Check out these guns, homie.
It's part of the uniform. You have to wear a firearm, but he doesn't need it.
Please move along.
Maybe it's a Nerf gun, like a modded.
Not right now.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a hard-boiled detective story.
A
He's always-
hard-boiled detective story about a horse and the horse he rode in on.
Excuse me
Cop
while
horse,
I. Yeah. Cop horse. Yeah, I gotta. As a matter of fact, I gotta talk to Brian again. I gave him my. I had that DC Direct Batmobile from the Batman Adventures. I gave it to Brian for his son, and he goes, "I like this." I said, "Well, then take it." But got rid of some stuff. He helped me out. Then my wife says, "Well, why? You keep buying more stuff." Like, that's not true, hon. Stop it. You're lying about me. Don't say things like that.
And then you bought some more stuff.
I did. Yeah, I'll tell you what I got. Of course. I'll tell you right now, guys. At Walmart, I found a McFarlane Toys Superman figure that is the best one I've ever seen.
Really?
It was only $12.50. I had to get it. It was like almost free. It is a vampire of Superman. He looks like a cross between Superman and the Bram Stoker's movie. Have you seen that?
No.
Kevin, you still here? Have you seen it?
I've seen the movie, not the figure though.
The DC, the DC vampire stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
Man, this vampire of Superman looks incredible. Oh, anyway, that's what my wife says. Oh, you're getting my stuff, aren't you? Like, easy.
I saw the Glenn Danzig Superman.
Oh, I didn't see that. What's that?
Yeah, there was this for the Dark Knight's metal thing. The Superman looks like Glenn Danzig. That
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. I was like,
Mother.
Yeah, Glenn Danzig is more like puck sized.
yeah. I know, but if you were to see this figure, though, it looks like they modeled this Superman after Glenn Danzig. Very bizarre. Like, you can look it up. I don't know. I'll see if I can find it real quick and show it on screen.
One time I met Glenn Danzig, that's all I could say. I was like, I thought you'd be taller.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
That was the end of the conversation, actually. Really weird.
Oh my god, that's probably
Just
why
couldn't
you
help
don't-
it, dude. You see that guy in real life, and he's a midget. He's so freaking tiny.
He was like, you mother. Mother.
Walk with me.
Tell your children not to what running.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. You can't say all the words.
If
But
you
yeah.
want to bang heads with me. I seen him get in a fight in a hallway with another dude. He was like going, "Come on, man!" And the guy just walked up, like bam, and he was out. I was like, "Oh."
I got a
Oh,
picture
yeah.
of it. Trying to get it on screen here.
Well, guys, I gotta get going. It is the pumpkin. My chariot's turned to a pumpkin, and I gotta.
So now you gotta walk home.
I gotta walk home.
United Lead.
Well, yes,
Maybe you can find that horse.
stop at the drugstore and pick up some mayonnaise.
Oh,
There you go. There you go. And Mike, can you send that to me later? Will you,
Yeah.
Mike left.
He just dropped out.
Mike left.
no.
Wow.
Oh, there he is.
He
There's a
was
Glenn
really
Danzig Superman.
He was
That's
really
cool
upset
Superman.
about you leaving.
I think he was. Well, we're still here. For a moment further, I guess.
No one knows.
I think he
Is
might have
this
went off
his?
to Bourne.
This is him trying to keep me here. If I leave, he'll stay.
That
know.
could be.
I don't think it's gonna work, Mike. I gotta get going.
No one puts Michael in a corner.
I wish I could put someone's. I don't have any power. I can't do nothing but just look at you guys as avatars.
That's what we can do now. Kevin's got a picture up, so he can do
I
the
know.
same thing.
I've got a
Oh,
boy.
look at those muscles.
Those are some impressive muscles.
Yeah. That's a long time to learn how to draw muscles like that.
Yep.
I'm sure he is a very high protein diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of potatoes.
Well, that's why he's got real anger issues now. He's like, he talked about leaving.
I'm a Batman.
Oh, that. Oh, look at that.
Oh, cool. Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton, Batman.
Very nice.
Ah,
Yeah.
of course.
But I can't full screen it or anything.
The Batman before they learn to talk like this.
Where did Mike go?
Oh, Michael, wherefore art thou?
All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here.
All right, see you later.
I love all you guys. Comics Bear, it was great meeting you too. I'm glad that we got the chance to talk. Leon, thank you for talking about Cop Horse.
Cop Horse was awesome.
Very cool.
And when you see Mike again, tell him I said, "Hey man, hook me up." Interwebs down. Mike says interwebs down. No.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, let me skedaddle while he's trying to figure it out. I love you guys. Peace out.
Yeah, take care.
Good night,
Later.
guys.
I miss him already.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay.
That sounds like everybody had a really good time at the convention, though. That's nice.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Okay, that was Elliot that left. The screen got left the person. I was like, wait a minute, Elliot left.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Dummy.
Yeah, we're down too.
Hey, Jimmy, you ever been to the Tampa Con?
No. I said I just gotten back from a trip, and so I couldn't really afford to go. Maybe next year.
That'd be.
It would have been cool to see Elliot and Brian Sheen, all these people that Comics Bear, all the people I see on the internet on YouTube. Finally have a chance to talk to them in person, so that'd be neat.
Go say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. I'm certainly looking forward to something like it too.
Yeah. Are you guys going to MegaCon in spring?
We usually always seem to end up there at least one day.
We have.
It's kind of hard not to, especially there's kind of the Thursday. Okay, it's not that long a show, and it's like $20.
Right.
I mean, seriously?
Right. Yeah.
I do love those conventions.
Yeah, they're so much fun.
Yeah, I haven't been to one in sheesh. It's been years, I think.
Really? Now, did
Yeah.
you like to do the art shows in them too, or did you mostly just go as just to enjoy
No.
yourself?
No, I just went as a guest. I feel bad walking through Artist Alley because it's like I'm walking through a human zoo where they're sort of like begging for scraps of food. So I feel,
that's exactly why I usually avoid. I usually avoid the small publishers area because of that. But the Artist Alley area, usually they're so busy, the artists can't even talk to you because they're like, at least Comic-Con, they're lined up with customers.
Yeah, Comic-Con, yeah, but I mean, it's just that when I go to there's Florida SuperCon down in South Florida, and then there's MegaCon in Orlando and stuff. I just feel it just kind of depresses me because I can imagine myself being in Artist Alley and how I would feel if people were just walking by my booth, not buying my stuff, and it depresses me. So
poor thing.
I tend not to go down Artist Alley that much. But no, it's just I've been to so many. I've been going to conventions since I was 12. So it's like after a while, they're all the same. It got to a point where it just ended up being boring to me. And I was and it was like I'm wasting $100 just to get inside this con. And just to see the same things over and over again. So I think the last time I went was it's probably 7 years ago to a convention.
Yeah. I can see some of the ticket prices can be a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As happy as I feel walking down the aisles and seeing all the beautiful prints and just that familiarity. It's like, if especially want to get like a table or something, it is kind of a commitment.
It is. And depending on the length of the show, that you can be exhausted. You're either it's going to be a really busy con and you're going to finish the long weekend exhausted because you've been working and have had maybe 3 hours of sleep a night trying to get everything caught up and ready to go, or just sitting there and going like, man, it's quiet. I wish I could go over there and look at stuff and talk to people, but I'm just sitting here and nobody's coming over to talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you're like, at the end of the weekend, you're like, I didn't get to go run around that much. I actually did that. We did MegaCon one year.
Oh, that's great.
That was a lot of fun. And it was okay. I mean, it was a slow convention for everybody, but we did all right. And
So
I
you
had
actually
my
had a
birthday
booth?
over that weekend.
So you actually
And
had a booth there?
yeah,
Oh, cool. Oh, neat.
yeah. Back when we released Artisan, we got a
No,
table
first
to
year,
promote
yeah.
that. Yeah. So, and we did some cross promotions with some of the gaming conventions in Orlando.
Yeah.
So that was fun. But yeah, I was there that whole weekend, and it was like I think about an hour or so before MegaCon was just going to shut down for the weekend, and I hadn't gotten up to actually go look at the convention the whole time. And we kept getting kids that were cosplayers, just nice kids. They'd hang around our table and talk and chat and hang out with each other. So we always had a little stand of just nice kids who are enjoying themselves and talking about things, and it was pleasant. So I got up towards the end of it and said, well, I've got 2 hours and I'm going to have a turn about the convention. And they kind of looked disappointed, like, who wants to come with me? And then they were like, yay! So our entire little stand of fans that showed up over the weekend went with us. We walked around the convention and went shopping.
Yeah. I remember one was dressed like Burge from Mary Poppins, and the other was the nostalgia critic.
Yeah,
they were so cute.
It was a lot of fun.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably go to a convention if I actually can meet people that I've interacted with on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'd probably go. So maybe next year I'll go to TampaCon. If some of these other guys go. So
Now, which is closer to you, Tampa or MegaCon?
probably Orlando is probably MegaCon. But it's just it's expensive. I mean,
Sure, traveling that far is, yeah.
And I'm not. I don't know. It's a 3-hour drive back and forth, and so
6 hours altogether. You'd almost want to spend a night.
Right. Yeah. So I'd have to plan it out and stuff in hotels, and unless I slept in my car, but
Yeah, that's not awesome. Maybe you could just do like the one night over, and then just head back the next day after you're rested up.
Yeah, or
you could do
go do it all in one day. Yeah, just go.
Yeah.
And then just drive back at 11 o'clock or whatever. So
that would be. Oh man.
Yeah,
so
no, I'd stay over. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could say that. And then the next day you can maybe meet up and go have breakfast with some friends or something like that. So that could be a nice way to kind of chill out on the. I will say, don't go to conventions on a Saturday. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know, but that's the best day to go.
Oh yeah. No,
or maybe Sunday
why do you
because
think
it's comics are
that?
cheaper. What?
Oh, okay. Yeah, the last day sales. Saturdays are just usually the crowds can be kind of crazy.
Right,
So, yeah.
And it's the most expensive day.
It is.
That's when that's when the most I guess people are there. In terms of people you want to see.
Oh yeah, I guess you can check the list beforehand and see if they're going to be there the whole weekend or, Thursday or whatever, and figure figure all that out.
Yeah,
but
oops. I think at TampaCon they didn't list any of the comic book people who were there. They only had these celebrities, so you had no idea who's going to be there and what days. So it was kind of I don't know.
That happens sometimes. Like we went to. There's a comic book artist who did Tracy Yardley. He did the art for like Sonic the Hedgehog, like the Archie book when it was around. And anyway, he was apparently he was at the MegaCon, but he wasn't under a guest artist or anything like that. He was just a random uncredited person in the artist alley. So like, do 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 do. Is that the lead artist for the Sonic the Hedgehog comic? Like, yeah.
Oh man,
That was like, what? I didn't bring any books because we looked and you weren't here.
Not only did I not know that Tracy Ellie was going to be there, I knew that he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, oh, I was so surprised.
Yeah. But yeah, sometimes they really don't give the artists the same kind of space that they do, like the movie people. So that is it's a drag.
What's that music?
But then you can have fun discovering new artists too.
Is that Matt? The music?
The music.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Where the music's coming from? It's pretty though.
Yeah, Becky's listening to some music.
Okay.
It's nice.
She's relaxing and listening to.
And how is Becky?
Yeah.
Oh, she's doing good.
Yeah. I usually hear her.
Huh?
I usually hear her in the background making funny
Yep.
voices.
Oh yeah. She's reading. She's reading. What are you reading? Classic Illustrated comic.
That's
It's a manga style, classic stories in manga style.
Oh wow.
Wait,
Sounds like fun.
wait. Manga style. So it's a new version of Classic Illustrated?
It's by Michael Plug actually.
Okay.
It's what story is it? Tom Sawyer by Michael Plug.
Okay, cool. Neat. Very nice.
That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah. So it's a different comic style, classic stories from. It's from the 80s, is it?
The art's from 1980.
Oh, it's from 1990 comic.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because I have some from the 50s.
That's cool.
Oh, nice.
Like I think the one I have is Time Machine.
Really? Oh, that's cool. A
Yeah.
50s version of the Time Machine. Ooh, that's got to be cool.
Well, it's a comic book. Yeah. It's
Yeah. Mhm.
The was it H.G. Wells? I think we did it. So
Comics Bear is demanding that Becky be on.
Becky said she's read that book, I guess.
Oh, yeah?
The one that Jiminy was talking about. Time Machine?
it's a classic.
Yeah, she read that one. And I haven't read it. I've watched the movie.
Well, the movie's a classic.
Is that from the 50s or 60s, the movie?
Well, the movie's based off the book.
Sure.
Yeah. But is it from the
The
60s?
movie is, I think, late 50s.
Well, there's I think there's one from the 60s, and then there's the one I think from like the 90s with Guy Pearce, I think his name.
Yeah, I got that one on DVD. Yeah.
That's a really good movie. I like that one.
Yeah, that was good too.
But I mean, the book was written, I think, turn of the century.
Did you know that Tom Sawyer was written in 1876?
Oh, was it 1876, Tom Sawyer?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. Isn't that written by
It's written by
Mark Twain.
I didn't know he was writing. Man, 1800s. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Contrary to popular belief that it was written by the rock group Rush.
Oh.
They're pretty cracking good writers.
Tom Sawyer, mean. Yeah. No, it's funny. Yeah, man, the classics. The classics, you can take those and turn those into stories or comics, and it's like you don't have to pay a licensing thing, right?
Yep, they're public domain.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. I might give my hand a try. Some.
That's playing. Thinking who we can rip off next.
I'll do like my version, but a sci-fi twist to everything.
There you go.
With Nerf guns.
With Nerf guns, of course.
Modded Nerf guns.
Yeah.
Modded, yeah. Mine would be
not just the regular
cards.
How close are you to be finished with modded?
I'm getting close. I'm on the final battle, so I'm on page 61 right now. Yeah. So it's probably this battle is. Let's see. I'm probably going to be in at least another. I'm thinking at least 15, 20 pages.
Oh wow! Okay.
Because it's a big battle, and there's
Right,
a lot of major things happening in it, and I can't. you can't rush it. You know what I mean? I mean, you can rush. You have to spread the story out because it's such a climax battle. I know American comics, they usually tend to tell these insane scenes like within like 5 pages and you're done. It's like
Right. Yeah.
it's
It's like
anticlimactic, you know.
yeah. You're doing manga, so you have to take like 15 issues to tell one battle.
Yeah, if only. It should be 300-page graphic novel, but it's only going to be probably like 80 pages.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it should be
like
300 pages, you know, if it was really manga.
It's spend 20 pages just yelling at each other, like
Yeah.
screaming, powering up.
That's
Yeah,
true.
man. You need that, and then reaction shots from all the characters.
Mhm.
Like that's one thing I realized I was missing on some things is I had to reduce some of the panels because I didn't have reaction shots. Like a guy was getting tagged out, and I'm like, wait, this feels like it's not complete. And I go, oh, he needs to have his friends and teammates go reacting to it. Like, no,
Right.
you know?
What do they feel about it?
Yeah, that's important.
Happy,
That makes-
sad, confused.
It's basically that tells the audience how they should feel about it too.
Mhm.
When you watch movies, other characters reacting, we're like, it's a cue to be like, whoa, you know.
Exactly. When they
Yeah.
did the
Missing.
Mario games. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, what was that, Mario?
Oh, and they did the Mario like Partners in Time or something like that, where it was Mario and Luigi together, and it was the RPGs, and they'd be fighting, and then like the bad guy would like if it like KO'd like Luigi or Mario, they're kind of like, wait a minute, this doesn't work. You can't just have it knock out Luigi and have Mario not care. Mario can't get knocked out, and Luigi just goes on fighting completely indifferent. So they have to nope. If something happens, you have to have the other brother react and then do something to either guard them, move them, protect them, or something like that. You can't just
Yeah,
and
Yes.
not have a reaction. That's a lot.
yeah, exactly. You got it. Yeah, it's like like the one in high school. That one guy, he said, "You got to watch when you mess those Clausen brothers." He goes, "You bite one bean, you got to eat the whole burrito."
Love that.
I was like,
Oh, burrito.
Oh, he's back.
Hey,
Oh, yay. Hey, you're back.
that was like
So-
20
What
minutes.
in the world? Oh, there's your microphone. Okay.
So did the cat
Crazy.
pee on the internet modem?
No, I don't know what happened. No, we got my modem sucks. I don't know what happens. It just crashes sometimes.
Did you have to reboot it?
Hmm?
You had to reboot it, like unplug it and plug it back in.
Yep.
And then it decides to come back around.
Yes,
Maybe
sir.
you need to get a new modem.
What the heck? Why is this showing? What the heck? Why is my?
C'est quoi?
That's weird.
Yep. I'm not sure
Okay.
what a reflector 4 is.
You
Let's
gotta
try
reboot
that
it.
again.
Reboot the tablet.
Oh yeah, that happened to me too during first day of camp. My my phone charger, the charging dock on my phone breaks.
Oh.
So I didn't have my phone the whole time at camp. I get home, I take that in, I get that fixed, and then the charging dock on my iPad breaks. And I'm like, what the heck is happening? And then I take it into Apple. My Apple Care relapsed or whatever, like 47 days ago, which is 30 days longer than I can renew it without, they don't let you renew it if it's more than 30 days. So I couldn't renew it. So I had to go pay the same guy that fixed my phone to fix my iPad.
In a pinch, you might be able to get by with a wireless charger.
That's another thing. The wireless charger on my phone also broken.
Oh my gosh.
Even now. So it's like, even though I got the charging dock fixed, the wireless charger still doesn't charge. And I'm like,
For heaven's sake.
yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Oh my goodness.
Very frustrating. Very irritating.
Well, I guess as long as one of them works.
Stop screen, present, share screen. At least I got some of this done.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Oh, there's a question.
I mean,
Oh man. Oh my gosh.
he is a horse.
Boy.
Mike.
What?
Mike. You know
He's
what?
a funny horse.
He's a horse.
Oh my gosh.
The lessers are present, Mike.
I know. He's a fully clothed horse,
Have
Jason.
you guys ever tuned in to see, Drawn and Quartered Ultimate Edition?
Mm.
We
Yeah.
step out plenty of times.
Yeah, they just sort of like pretend it's not there. There's like this
Were you-
haze that develops between them and the rest of the artists.
Fortunately, we're usually busy drawing, so
Mm.
While I'm sitting there trying to redirect certain conversations away
So,
from where everybody is
who are
going.
the degenerate artists
We
that you
appreciate
have
you,
on
Jeff.
there?
Oh, we have One Doomed Rabbit. We have Armoron,
One Doom Rabbit. Aw.
Mm.
Eric
He's a great guy.
Hawkins. No, Mike's calling them degenerate. I'm just calling them artists.
Oh, okay.
No, I asked who the degenerates were, and you started rambling those names off. So we know where your thoughts are.
Well, the artists are One
Yeah,
Doomed
but that wasn't my
Rabbit,
question,
Eric
was it?
Hawkins. Yeah, but I'm not answering your question. I'm
Yeah, but
sort
you
of
were before.
sidestepping it. I'm sidestepping it like I do with a lot of stuff I do on Drawn and Quartered.
But
Oh, Mike, you made a mistaken thing on his face.
Yeah, there's a tangent there, Mike. You might want to take care of
I
that.
just erased one of those.
Oh,
And
wow.
I think I saw a tangent. You might want to check that out again.
Oh yeah, there is. You see that?
Yeah, wow.
No, where?
Right
His
there,
mouth
near
and
the
palm
thing.
and his tricep.
What?
His mouth and his tricep.
His mouth and his tricep.
Yeah.
Do you not know what a tangent is?
Yeah. It's connecting. It's like one
No,
long
it's not.
line.
That is not one long line. What's wrong with you?
That was a great sound.
Very annoying.
So, anyways,
You invited me.
It's funny,
Yeah.
Mike. It's funny you're drawing that, and I was trying to rotate the screen with the same hotkeys while you were looking at. While I was looking at your screen, I was trying to rotate it, and I'm like, "What am I doing?" I'm like
And it
taking the
works.
tablet pen. Yeah, I'm like trying to rotate. I'm like,
Matt's been drawing digitally too long.
I know. I'm like watching the video of you drawing. I'm trying to rotate the canvas. I'm like, what am I doing?
I got this big drawing tablet to put on my computer, and I think it's got options in there to rotate the screen. I'm not exactly sure, but I just kind of pick it up because I usually set like with my feet propped up and then just kind of sit it on my lap and draw on it. So if I need to move it, I literally just turn it around like a big sketchbook. So that's kind of fun.
That's cool.
Wow.
That's
Oh.
cool. School.
Yep.
There's like I see someone using a ruler on a tablet. They had a ruler on the top of the screen. drawing a
Wow.
straight line.
That's cool.
Oh, you should make it a horseshoe, Mike.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Cool lettering.
Good job.
She's just freehanding it, and it just instantly looks embossed.
Yeah.
The inks are like that would. Oh wow, that's just.
That's how I usually try to explain to people about rendering comics and when you're doing line work is I would do letters like that and be like, can you make out what it is? And they're like, no. And I'm like, it's the letters, and they go, oh wait, yeah, because at first they just see dots and dashes, and I'm like, can you make out the shapes? It's the shadows only showing, making out the shape of the letters. And they're like, oh, that's how you think about when you're inking comics. You think that type of, you're putting the shadows down.
Yeah, it's thinking about the spaces that sometimes you can define a lot with a negative space. Even it's kind of like, okay, it's the part that you don't see that's kind of being rendered out.
Your mind fills it in, like that H and the O. Your mind only connects.
Yeah,
that
negative space.
Yeah.
Yep. It goes, whoop, I know what it is.
Just enough information. That's what I told, because he said he would just try to figure out the least amount of information he could put on that page to make everything make sense.
To communicate.
How much info do you put there? And then it's like funny when you're drawing, you don't think of it, but then the way he put it, it made me realize, oh, that's right.
It is neat. Like art is a lot about
communicating. It's about trying to express what you're thinking or what you want to hopefully have other people get to. Because now people are like, oh, art's about self-expression and things like that. And I'm like, well, I mean, you're welcome to do whatever you like, but it's really good if you can figure out how to communicate what it is you want to say, or try to understand what other people are trying to communicate when you're working for them, and how to make that work through your lines, and what you decide to put in and what you decide to leave out, and just kind of work it around that way. Oh, that's so cool.
Horse Cop PD.
That's just great.
That's awesome.
Elliot was asking if you could send him a copy of that.
No.
Yeah, that's right.
It looks really great.
No, because he left while I was gone.
Oh.
You left before he could go.
I didn't leave.
You left us, Mike.
I was in internet limbo.
Max was chewing on a modem cable and looking really cute.
Freaking Max. All right, I think that's enough for Horse Cop.
I think he looks great.
Let's watch some.
Those are some great inks.
Yeah.
I mean, they always are, but still.
Let's check out some Sharpish Sharp.
There you go.
Oh, I'm on screen. I didn't know. There we go.
That looks awesome. And this is a commission, or is this for your book?
It's for my book. I'm just, I need to get on this cover and promotional art real quick.
Nice.
Get it done. Cool. Get it done.
Okay. I have posted it to Jerkmonger.
Get it done.
Get her done, son.
So, if somebody wanted to try and draw really impressive looking, like muscly superhero barbarian type guys, what kind of references would you suggest for learning that kind of dynamic, like, anatomy?
Well, honestly, I would say for me personally, I spent a lot of time looking at wrestling mags because it was a tip I got from George Perez a long time ago, where he was like, look, check out wrestling mags, because you don't just see bodybuilders posing, you see people in action, and a lot of these guys are pretty jacked, and and so that was a good idea. And then, of course, I did look at bodybuilding mags, just kind of work out what the muscles were doing and stuff like that. But the problem is a lot of times it can make your art stiff too. So I'm trying to think of good stuff to think about. I mean, a lot of it's about your gesture and starting off with a loose hand, and kind of when you're doing your gesture drawings, kind of just getting in there and kind of loosening up the pose line or the structures that you're drawing, and kind of keeping that loose, because you don't want it to stiffen up,
Right. I imagine it'd have to be really easy when you're drawing such a complicated figure to kind of bulk down on the details and not keep it fluid.
Yeah, and Mike's good at that too, where he can get the kind of looseness or the naturalness of how the figures are. And
well, I just look in the mirror.
There you go. Use this reference for Horse Cop.
And then I second guess a lot of my stuff also. I just that's a really bad thing, but I'm constantly this doesn't look right, or this doesn't look right, or today, why is my pencil lines not as tight as they used to be, or stupid stuff like when I'm trying to get stuff done. So don't fall in that trap, and shush up. The chihuahuas are loud tonight for some reason.
They're telling you not to be so hard on yourself.
Yeah. Well, they're actually cussing at each other because they're trying to lay there in their little bed, and too many want to lay in the same bed, so they get mad. It's like there's no room for you. Get Graham, you
Get
punk.
a bigger bed.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of some good tips.
Well, certainly like looking at wrestling magazines, because that's like a large figure, but like a dynamic way of doing that. Because
and nowadays it's just photos on the net because man,
that's true.
I think most wrestling actual magazines are kind of just defunct now because the advent of the internet and being able to see any photos you want, there really isn't a lot of need for it. Gymnast photos, man, there's so many good. Here lately, there's so many good things. There's a site called is it QBrush or something like that? And they recently have a bunch of people like really well lit, bodybuilders doing like action poses or posing with swords or posing like superheroes and things like that. And so a lot of that stuff is really helpful too.
Because different muscles flex differently depending on what you're doing. That's
you learn how the shapes move. Like like a simple thing is, I'll just use this since it's sitting on my table. But like normally with a bicep, with the action figure, obviously they don't move, so you sculpt in the best way that you can to make it aesthetically pleasing. But like when you're learning the muscles, like when your arm goes up like this, it actually makes a ball. The bicep makes a ball, and then the tricep is actually flattened. It actually flattens out because it's pulling from the elbow area.
Oh, it's squished and stretched.
Yeah, exactly. Bingo. And when you move your arm out, then the tricep flexes like this, and it becomes. It does the opposite of what the bicep was doing, or in a similar manner.
Same, but the opposite.
yeah, exactly. So the tricep is now, once you've moved your arm out, it balls up the tricep and stretches and flattens the bicep. So it would be flatter. And so learning those dynamics when you draw a figure, that helps. Oh man, I'm trying to think of.
What are you guys doing? You choking the internet again?
All the fantasy stuff. Yeah, just movies, fantasy movies. And everybody's so creative nowadays. I mean, there's stuff to just blow actual movies out of the water because everybody's coming up with these crazy armors and things like that it just blows me away. I saw somebody that's doing these custom armors, and they would be like based on dragons, like where the pauldrons would be like dragon claws and all kinds of stuff. And it's just like, man, it's stuff I wouldn't have thought of. And there's so many different avenues looking on the internet and stuff, and you don't want to steal their stuff, but I mean, it'll give you at least some ideas of where to go. And
I mean, I'm sure they're getting inspiration from things too. Like if they're thinking like dragons and they're using like, different kinds of like scaling or horns or just the way joints and things work in different creatures, and going, okay, and then researching different kinds of armor and going, how does this cross? How can you make different kinds of joints and kind of develop things that way? Like I've been doing a lot of monster design for our game that we're working on. And it's been, so it's been a lot of just researching like fish and like bugs and just things that can look kind of like swimming down in the ocean, or creepy crawly bugs, and going, okay, so what makes this kind of look like a monster? And then think about, okay, well, what's yours do? And like, okay, so I want it to look strong, but it also needs to look a little slimy. So you just take different like ideas from different critters and put them together, and you're like, okay, so this one's part of an anglerfish, and it's got like a beetle helmet here, and just kind of bring stuff together. Like, oh, we want this one to walk. Okay, so it's getting like spider legs on the front. And so there's a lot of inspiration that you can have from looking at other people's work, but also I think from trying to understand maybe where they're getting some of their ideas from too. But inspiration's great because it's that little spark, right? That just kind of gets you excited, and then kind of exploring and seeing what you can do too.
Yep. Yeah. And it helps to be really into what you're doing as far as whatever genre that you're doing or and stuff. Oh man, it's just overwhelming because there's so many people doing good stuff, really cool, interesting stuff, and but I'm just mad at myself because I'm like, man, I wish I could think that creatively all the time.
But you have such great classic art, and that's a real gift too. I mean, whimsical's nice, but so's doing something just classic and
Awesome.
perfect and awesome. You know, that's great. Be your best you, because that's a real gift.
Well, we're working on it. We're working on it.
And also, use a Pinterest or stuff the like, where you just kind of scour through images and you see something that gets you thinking along different lines. You know, like you look for. Sometimes I'm like, I'm trying to come up with some type of weird sci-fi armor, but I don't want this stereotypical stuff. So I start looking through things, and I'll look through even knight armor from like the medieval era, and I'm like, I see some cool looking helmets or whatever. I'm like, oh, that'd be a cool sci-fi helmet, or
yeah,
you know,
like you see a shape in it or something.
Yeah, because all those guys, designers, they don't come up with that stuff off the top of their head. They get things that influence them. You know what I mean?
Sure, they're not armor smiths themselves, so they have to find their inspiration someplace.
Oh yeah, they got so much stuff. Pictures they use and download. The concept.
I'm
art.
back. Did anyone notice?
Yeah, you don't have it again?
Not really.
We held down the fort, Mike. You okay?
Yeah, we were in a deep conversation about stuff.
I was listening on my phone.
Oh, well, we're glad you're back.
I'm glad I'm back too.
Did it crap out again?
Yeah. But I know what the. I think it's these two kids playing video games.
Oh.
They're hogging up the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but I don't know how it just crashes the internet.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Altogether, so.
Yeah. We had
I don't know. One
storm
of these
come-
days, I'll have good internet.
It's the
and then you'll be
Chinese,
watching
man.
6 times as much stuff on the internet, and then it'll kind of like go down anyway.
Yeah.
As you marry off your kids, your internet will get increasingly better.
So Kevin.
Yes, sir.
How close are you to done?
Just waiting on some more colors. I got some colors. I got actually got this in before we went off on our break. I was gonna show it off that night when we were. I guess that night you were at camp, I think, or maybe it was San Diego. Yeah, I think it was San Diego.
Camp COVID.
Yeah. Well, eventually I'll get to it if I can operate my phone properly.
There you go.
So what do you think you're gonna do after?
I don't know. I've got actually 3 issues worth of stuff planned, but we'll have to see how that goes. And then I don't know. I don't know what's out there for me right now.
Are you planning on crowdfunding again?
Maybe. I mean, I really hate that my health has been such a burden on everything, and I want to get back to feeling better and losing some weight. This stupid prednisone that I'm on I've gained so much weight from that, just from taking that. In the last month, I gained like 40 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And,
Carnivore.
Oh yeah. I rarely, with the exception of rice and the occasional pasta that my family eats, and I'm kind of sort of at that. Yeah, exactly.
Except for all those carbs I've been eating.
Except for the carbs.
Yeah. But
What
for the
are you
most part, I
drinking?
mean,
What are
I
you
eat chicken, and
What
chicken
do
is
you
like my main.
What do you consume as a liquid during the day?
Beer. Let me see. mostly water, the occasional Sprite Zero or something like that, and tea, and that's pretty much it.
How did you gain 40 pounds?
Just eating too much of everything because it makes you like.
Yeah, that hormone makes you
Yeah.
freaking famished. I was on it for I forget what condition, and I remember going into a restaurant with my wife, and usually I don't even finish my meal. I get about half, third of the way through the meal. I polished off the entire meal, cleaned the plate, drank all of my beer. I was like, I'm hungry for more.
Mm.
Wow.
So it really does.
Yeah, I found myself just, it's like, oh, here's some peanut butter, or here's this, and blah blah blah, and
Bro, you remember how fat Matt got off of peanut butter?
Matt Weldon. Poor Weldon. Oh.
Well, in his defense, I've never actually seen him physically. I think maybe somebody showed a picture from him from a convention, but that was after a long while of us being on the streams and not seeing him.
I miss him so much.
And he got the peanut butter later.
But yeah, so I don't know. Why. Why do you ask?
Which part?
The part about what I'm doing after I do this.
Oh no, because I'm just curious. Because like, I mean, as much as I'd love to do the next Lone Star, it's like I don't think I have the network up to do another crowdfund. You know.
And you have, what is it, 2 more books you gotta pump out for Shad?
Only one. Well, the second one's drawn already, and then after that, I just have that other one. But I don't know when that's going to start. It can't start until after the second one is at least launched and see how that goes. I think it'll do really, really well, but we're not starting on the next one yet. And honestly, I'm a little bit worried that that's going to get dragged out into the next bull run, because I don't want to be having to do comic book pages for Shad when I'm getting, if hopefully, I'm getting these NFT offers again, because that's you don't want to turn that one down for the other,
Yeah, it's a lot of work. And spread yourself kind of thin.
Yeah. How's delivery looking on book 1? I sent in all the signed pages. That's Fuzzy Creature asking. So the pages were the tip-in pages, all got signed by Shad. Then he sent them to me. All got signed by me. I sent them to the printer. So those are at the printer now, unless they got lost in transit. I never did check, but I will just assume. I sent them FedEx so they wouldn't get lost.
Yeah.
No UPS. I mean USPS. So I imagine they're in process of tipping those in, or if they have done that already, then they're getting them ready to get to the fulfillment company. I'm not handling any of that, so you'd have to ask Shad. The guy we had that was going to be handling all the fulfillment and all that stuff, it was all through the same printer, who ended up sort of disappearing on us, and that's why we are where we are and so late now. But I mean, I still I love the dude. I hope whatever he's going through, they won't give me any updates on him personally. So I can't, and his phone just goes straight to voicemail. So I don't know what's going on with him. They said he's fine, but they're not giving me any real updates. So I don't know what's going on.
Hopefully it's an actual fine and not a declaration of faith kind of fine. Like, be okay, dude.
Yeah. I don't want to get into it.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Yeah. But hopefully that, I mean, his company's still running. It's just that he was our point man. And then it just got to be too much. And I really, really wish it wasn't the case, because the guys Shad got, as fantastic as they are, obviously they produce fantastic work for what's his face, that other author. What is his name? The guy that finished Wheel of Time?
Robert Jordan. Or no,
No.
Brandon Sanderson.
Brandon Sanderson.
Brendan
yeah.
Sanderson.
So it's Brandon Sanderson's printer. So because Shad wanted someone who could for sure do the top quality leather books.
Leather.
But it's significantly more expensive than the guy we were using. So
Well, I guess as long as the customers are okay with paying the difference.
no. That comes out of
out of their
those
chunk.
of us who get royalties profits.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was like on a tier reward thing or something.
No. Just the total price for everything is
Well, there's
significantly higher. So
there's always genuine Italian pleather.
There you
no.
go.
Well, here's the thing: you can only do bonded leather or rawhide, and you're not doing rawhide on those bound books because it's
No.
like, yeah, that's leather.
That would probably be pretty heavy looking.
Oh, that'd be crazy. A rawhide,
pretty hard.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Might as well just make a cover out of marble.
Shad could literally use them as armor.
Well, there you go. All the little pages would be like plates, right?
No, the boiled leather armor that they used to do that. So
there you go.
That was rawhide.
That would be pretty wild.
Yeah. Hey, should I show some of the lettered pages?
Sure.
Yeah, that was cool. Sounds awesome.
All right, let's see. I should probably be somewhat selective here. I'll just delete the ones I don't want. Okay. Oh, so that one's fine. That one's fine. Close Squid Grow. That one's fine, and that one's fine. All right. Present screen.
There we go.
Here we go. So, Lone Star. Mind of the Monster. Finally. Getting there. I think I want to read it. Is this Shad 2 or Miller 3? This is Miller 3. Yeah, this is Lone Star. Here, let me put it in here. HTTP LoneStarComic.com will take you to Lone Star Mind of the Monster, which is issue 3 in the series. Just super stoked to be finally getting this done. And it's so funny because I haven't looked at it in so long. When Amy's like sending me pages that she's done the flats on, I'm like, I forgot about that. I get excited. Yeah, so yeah, almost done. Actually, Amy, you've got 3 pages left, right?
I just finished up, so there's, as far as I know, there's only one after this.
19.
Yeah.
And
so
then
I just finished 33.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Oh,
I was working on that tonight, and I think it's all done, so I'll have to get you that one.
all righty. Oh, let me close that back up.
That's quite a bulge.
Well, he's a horse.
It has to be exactly anatomically accurate.
Okay. You have a horse that talks and has biceps and a gun.
Well, horse is
You
a horse.
feel the
horse,
need to
of
make.
course, unless he works for the police force.
Of course, the police force, of course.
All right,
Oh,
here's
no.
page 2. I don't want to read it. I don't know. Should I read it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Do you
All right,
feel
let
like
me
it's
read it.
spoilers?
You know, it's the first few pages.
This is Scott.
Yeah, 1220 AD. Dimitri, help! It hurts. It's supposed to hurt, Katrina. It is a baby. It is here. It is here. Give it to me. Is it? A boy, Dimitri. A boy. His name is Svarog. Like the god? Katarina? Exactly like the god. Katarina! She dead. 1226 AD. Get here. Don't. Are you okay, Jean? You're bleeding. Svarog! Jean! Lunch is prepared! Svarog! Moments later. Why the pigs, Papochka? Jean's parents must think his death was accidental. If they saw your tiny bite marks in his neck, they would know what we are. Sorry, it is only you and me. When we feed, it must be far away from home, never with members of the same house. But why do we hide what we are? To live in peace, Enoch. Trust me, I have known war. Peace is better. Oh, wait, that's not the right one. There we go.
And there's Zor.
1233 AD. War.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. What's a good Mongol accent? Hello.
Oh, no.
These men, they will fight. It is in their eyes. Tell me, will you fight with us and taste the blood of our enemies and the sweetness of their women? We will. Absolutely. Sorry, I don't mean to make him sound like Greta von Sussberg or whatever. The Mongol Empire spread throughout the disparate kingdoms of the Rus people, Vladimir, Kyazan, Kiev, Halych. They became known as the Golden Horde, Tartars to their oppressed vassals, and ruled over a massive kingdom from the city of Sarai. Svarog and his father helped the Khan to carve a blood path across a continent to control their own homeland. It was a bloody time, and they thrived. All right, I'm not going to read the rest.
There you go. That is an opening. There.
Yeah, that's right.
That was cool.
Alex Bear warns you. Watch out, Amy. All of Mike's colors have had unfortunate ends. It's fair.
Well, I'm in the stretch here for the last page, so hopefully I can make it through this one. And
Yeah.
Mike will get his book all done.
And if something happens to Amy, I'm sure I can finish it up by myself.
Yeah, we have Melissa to back up.
That sounds about as empathetic as the dad there during the birth scene. Nice job there.
It's supposed to hurt Amy. It's a baby.
The baby should have came out and slapped him
Poor
for that
Amy.
one.
Poor Amy.
Yeah.
I love that line. I remember how much.
If your point is to make him a complete a-hole, then yeah, that was perfect.
It's,
Yep. I guess that was the point.
Yeah.
To make him completely and utterly dislikable.
He doesn't care about her.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
He
wants
cares
to get.
about the baby. That's right.
Yep.
Aye.
Oh, I forgot this part. That's the part where she's having a baby.
Now, Mike.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
Are vampires dead in your world? In this?
They're not the undead.
Okay, so they're actually alive. They're like mutants.
Well, they're born alive or they're bled.
Right. Okay.
There's breeders and there's bleeders.
Right. Because if it's okay.
But a vampire sort of kills. I was actually just thinking about this today. The vampire generally kills the mother in the birth. Like the birth kills the mother.
Right.
But I was thinking about there being like a legendary vampire woman because
Vampire Queen.
vampire women can't give birth. Vampire women are sterile. So I thought it'd be cool to have like a vampire one like legendary vampire woman who could give birth and like birth like a nation of vampire. I don't know. I was thinking about that today. I don't know why I'm thinking about it.
It's like you're thinking about making another comic.
I know, huh?
Lone Star 4.
No, it would be well, I mean this isn't Lone Star 1, 2, and 3. This is Lone Star Heart, Soul, and Mind.
Right.
Right. So the next 3 would have to be something else. Like Earth, Wind, and Fire or something like that. You know? That
Panic
kind of
at
thing.
the Disco.
Keep I'd want to keep the triptychs with their own unique names and like that kind of a thing going. So
Triptychs?
Triptych.
Oh.
Triptych.
Triptych.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Triumvirate.
Ah.
Trinity.
Trilogy.
Trilogy.
There you go.
Tri-story.
Tri-story. 3-story. No, wait, that's
3-story. Yeah. So, anyways, that's oh my gosh, it's already 10 o'clock. I've spent so much time trying to
Thricery.
get back on the internet. I didn't
Oh,
realize
no.
get off the internet. All right,
Well,
ladies and
it's
gentlemen, isn't triptych something that turkeys are full of? No, that's tryptophan. I didn't use that word, although
I
I'm
think-
surprised I did not.
AAA sends them out if you're going on vacation.
Fair enough. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. It is 10 o'clock, so I'm going to wrap this up. Glad to be back. It's been a month, and
That's been nice.
Yes.
decent crowd here tonight. Thanks, everybody, for coming on. Anybody got anything they want to shill to the handful of people here?
Buy my
Um,
book. Buy my
There
book.
you go.
Buy Jeff's
Buy
book.
Jeff's books. Matt
think
is posting
right
his
there.
YouTube channel. Please do go subscribe if you have not already.
Oh,
Yeah.
Matt's got it. Okay, cool. Are you doing any more live streams, Matt, or is that
Um,
kind of doubling down on the comic right now to get it finished?
I agree.
Yeah, I haven't. I haven't posted hardly anything on social media because I've been so busy just working on stuff. And
Yeah.
but I have been working on some new art. I did some new illustrations. Like I got this Street Fighter one I just did. It's called Crimson Viper.
Oh,
Heyo.
that's cool.
Sweet.
And
Very
it's-
cool.
Hey, she did with her tie what Horse Cop did.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Same kind of thing.
I thought the same thing.
Oh,
when
he's
you
got the
were
glasses
drawing
too.
it. Yeah. She's got the glasses.
Glorious
Got
maid.
the glaring belt, and look at got the shines on her little sleeves there on the buttons.
Yeah.
then I
Hardly a
did-
point in having it. Cufflinks.
Then I did this started working on a page like Street Fighter
Cute.
type page. So
Just for the fun of it, or are you doing like a comic or something with
yeah,
that?
I'm doing
or-
some samples for Udon.
Oh, I
so
see. Very
I'm gonna-
cool.
I'm
Oh,
sending
that's
them.
funny. You know what I was thinking today, Matt? I was
What?
thinking, what? And I don't know if I'd be willing to do this even if they wanted to, just because of the commitment. But what if, like, I'm kind of a big deal in Japan. But I was wondering, what if I approached Shonen Jump about doing a book, and then I know it wouldn't be manga, but I could do it a manga format.
Oh.
But I don't think they've ever done that where they brought because we bring Japanese artists over here all the time to do stuff,
Right.
right?
Do they ever?
Does it ever go the other way?
Yeah, I mean, like to do a comic. Yeah, I mean, it's probably since you're part Japanese, it'd probably be easier for you because. But if you speak Japanese, that's
Well,
a big plus.
Half my family's Japanese, so I could
That's
get
what
them
I'm
to.
So I'm saying is if you could communicate. But I know one guy who worked for Kodansha for a couple of years doing a series they published for him, and he's American, but he's also was a part Jamaican, and I forget what, but he speaks fluent Japanese, and he lived in Japan for a couple of years, but it just basically just wore him out because he just said he was there drawing every single day for months without leaving the apartment. And
Was he slow or something?
I don't. He's not that slow. I mean, he had assistants helping him too, but he
Mhm.
said it's just so. He said, as an American, you're not used to working nonstop.
Yeah,
Like
it's
that is
brutal.
breaking him down. He said
Yeah.
said he would just sit there. He said he started just crying, weeping at his desk. and he said the Japanese assistants kind of just looked over and they're like, what do we do? Because he's showing all his emotion, crying. And they're like, oh my gosh. And then he said, but yeah, dude, he was over there and he did stuff for Kodansha, and he was friends with the One Punch Man artist and stuff.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
different
because that's the
guys.
thing, dude. Over there, it's you produce something good that catches an audience, they'll just make it into an anime.
Yeah. That's why I actually worked on some ideas to do it because I want to get some anime going.
Mhm.
But I know I got to get the book first. I have to get my IPs all. But the thing is, the pain is I don't want to draw them all. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work, and I just
Yeah, but
don't
I
want to
mean,
do it.
honestly, dude, have you flipped through a lot of manga lately?
Yeah.
It's like it's a
Headshots.
lot of quantity, but it's I wouldn't say it's a lot of work. I mean,
Oh man,
unless
it's
nobody's drawing Appleseed, right? Nobody's
Yeah.
drawing freaking Ghost in the Shell. People are doing very minimal background stuff, lots of big heads, I mean, it's not like I'd want to take that kind of shortcut all the time, but it's like if
no.
they
That's
need
that's the
30
way.
pages a
Good.
month, whatever it is, if they need 30 pages a month, dude, I could work
What's what I
that
mean is
out
like
at
if
high quality.
that's what I mean is if I actually like that Japanese storytelling where they do more like take their time showing like the story and they spread it out more. I like that because just you can crank out the pages. Plus, it makes you more emotionally invested. I think than just cranking out like 10 panels a page. You know, trying to cram the story into like 30 pages or something. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work. It's black and white. Obviously, just do black and white. But I
Yes.
think they start you off in like a weekly or bi-weekly book where you just do like 15 pages or 10 pages a week or something or every couple weeks and then
Oh yeah, dude.
they try to
You've
read.
seen the I wouldn't do it in this style, but you saw Hand of the Morning Star, right?
No.
Oh, hold on, let me grab it.
Whoops. It's the warrior did
I just dropped a lot of stuff. So this is a book we did, and I did it in a quote unquote manga-esque style, which is actually it was gray tones and it's my style, but just like simplified and then gray tone,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
right? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, dude, I could do like eight of these pages a day. I could just fly through
There
this
you
stuff.
go.
Yeah, see, I like how you did the two page splash page. What was this for?
Hand of the Morning Star.
When
And then
did you do this?
I did the first like 15 years ago.
That's
So
cool.
you're probably a little better even now. It could crank them out like even more.
Yeah, I could probably do like 10 pages a day of this stuff now.
Yeah, see, that's awesome.
Yum.
Right? I mean, like 3 panels a page. You know, it's like just
You
flying through the story.
A lot of headshots.
But that's the
Yeah,
thing is they'd have
that's
to.
awesome.
I think the editors actually have a hand in how the story is written too, like in Japan.
Yeah.
Like they kind of guide you what they say it needs to have more of this or that or whatever, you know. So
Oh man, now that I do stuff digitally, shoot, I'd probably do 20 pages a day. No, just kidding.
but yeah, I mean, it
Ooh,
depends. Like I said,
okay.
to me, like doing even that level like of work in each panel, that would take forever for me. It's for me, like I try to crank out the pages as fast as I can, but it's just no matter how fast I get, it's just gonna take time. And I don't, if I can crank it out like a whole 40-page book in a week, I would want to do that. But I don't like taking too much time, and these pages are taking time, and yeah, it just takes too much time. Like I could do a page a day, basically, you know. But
Yeah.
it's
See,
hard
this
for me to
totally
sit
broke me
down.
down. I didn't do any rendering or anything. It's just like
Yeah, but your drawings are great, so you don't
No,
need to kind of
That's all you need. The
fudge a lot of
information.
details in there.
yeah, just
Did you do the
basic.
gray tone too?
Nah, somebody else did the gray tones.
Oh, okay.
Can't remember who. It's probably
Which
in the
publisher
credits.
was this? Is this self-published or?
This was for we were doing this is when I was with Alias, and then we got these licenses to do several different series for Zondervan Z graphic novels. So they wanted to do like quote unquote manga lines, and so Hand of the Morning Star was one of them. Actually, Eric Oh wait, his name's not on here.
No.
Freaking Brett. Supposed to credit the artist on the cover. Created by Brett Berner.
Wait, no, it must have been.
Okay, it was created by Brett, but Brett handed me like a page and a half plot, and I turned it into like these
A story.
full-blown stories. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's an idea for a story. Now make it into a comic. Okay.
Yeah. So, anyways,
That looks awesome.
Eric, I handed the book off to Eric after issue 2. I wrote issues 1 through 3, which is like there's 120 pages per book, and then like this was Eric's first published gig.
Sweet.
I was like, no, Eric, you're good enough to take over.
Fill in a few of these.
So,
what's the like production time on a book that size, or what would you think the price point would be?
Someone's getting chased.
I don't know, and I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm stalking the phone.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So
pretty big.
there's 2 of these for the full story, but
Mike,
it's pretty good story. At
Mike
least,
Miller, Comic Artist Pro, folks.
well, it's not my typical, right? So it's like I said, I was probably doing 8 pages a day. I was just blowing through it because that's the style that they were looking for. It wasn't.
Right. I mean,
You
that
know, some
look
of it
is
still
probably a
holds up. I
necessity.
think, you know.
Yeah, no, they're solid drawings. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they're supposed to be trees. How am I supposed to kill the bugs?
I like this one. I'd have to get somebody to do the tones though, because that's what would slow me down.
Can you do the inks though?
Oh yeah, I mean it'd be all digital now,
Yeah, that's true.
which is why it would speed me up because I'd probably just sit down and crack out some backgrounds and then use them, cut and paste them.
I've been looking at some of the tones and stuff that are used in manga that they do now. They use almost none. It's
Yeah, they use just grays, like gray.
Yeah.
And yeah, they
Don't
don't
push to that
put
much
tons
trouble.
in there either.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yes, yeah, I like
Every-
that, man. I like the look of it.
blonde and really thin lines.
Those gray tones are pretty bad. Well, let's see if we can find out who did the grays.
Can you buy that anywhere, Mike?
Let me look it up.
It's on Amazon or something.
How many pages is that, Mike? Looks like it's 300 pages or something.
Let's see. It's 120 pages per book. This is the first 4 books.
Wow.
So there's 8 books total. So 120 times 4 is 500 pages. 480
Wow.
pages.
That's what I guess.
Man, that's about as many pages I've done in my life.
Let's see. Hannah the Morning Star. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it. Hold on a second. Yeah, I think you can get them individually. Oh gosh, they're out of print, so it's a little more expensive than you'd probably want to pay. Just look up Hannah the Morning Star. I'll just do it on the screen.
Hey, Eric Miotowski drew Volume 4.
Thanks for keeping up with the conversation, Jason.
Sorry. You get the paperback for only $1.93. Cool.
Which one?
Volume 4, the one he drew.
All right. Well, you want to start with Volume 1.
Well, can you find it?
Hold on. I want to look it up.
Yeah, but
Search
Volume
Amazon.
4 is when the story gets really good.
Yeah.
No.
Volume 4 is where the art gets really good.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like
All
with
right.
friends like you, who needs enemies?
Yeah, right? Jeez Louise. I don't know where. Let's see. Let's see if you can get it from Kickstarter. Oh, that was an old Kickstarter. Let's see. Books. This is the publisher, Lamppost Publishing. I don't see any.
Solo.
Looks like they don't have it anymore.
He's got it. I'm bled out.
Um,
No, don't hit the barbarian. Don't hit the barbarian.
Part 2 at Alabreeze.
Don't go. My spacebar broke.
And the Morningstar book series. Thrift Books. Let's try that.
Oh my god.
Hey, there you go. $3.99, $5.99 out of stock, $4.79 out of stock, $15.79 out of stock, and then $30. Wow.
Huh. So if they did
Well,
exist,
you can get my 2 issues for cheap.
so that'll get you started, and then
Yeah.
you can decide if it's worth to keep going on.
There you go.
Neat.
I'd say it was really well written, but I wrote it. So.
Yeah. There you go. So I'm sure it is. Have you ever thought of maybe doing one of your own stories in that kind of a style, just because it might be faster, just because you want to tell a story?
I actually started one. It was
Really?
Ironically very much like Eric's story, except it wasn't really superheroic. It was really more kind of down to earth. Gosh, I can't even remember what I called it. But yeah, it was about this dude who had a near-death experience, and he woke up from his coma or his accident or whatever it was, and he could see an angel and a demon arguing over him.
Wow.
And then they realized that he's been gifted with the sight that he can see the angelic realm. And then I don't know, I had this whole other thing, and I started drawing this, and I started drawing it in that style, and then doing the rendering and stuff and everything. And it was really funny because it was like I took it to Image, and this was like 20 years ago.
Right.
And Eric Stevenson was like, he was like super stoked on it. He's like, "Yeah, this is totally something that, you know," because they were trying to get into a more independent mindset on stuff.
Sure.
And I just never did it anyway.
How long do you think it would take you to finish it up now?
I don't know. I think the original pages are on the floor in the garage. Like literally.
Mike,
What?
it's on eBay. I found a bunch of them on eBay.
Oh yeah?
Oh, that's
Yep.
good.
Yeah. Kevin, don't tell them now. I was going to buy them.
Oh,
No.
You get the whole set for $40 on eBay.
Hey-oh.
Ooh. So that's a good way to catch up.
but there's a lot of listings on there, so
Yeah.
nobody's gonna take your deal
Complete
away.
set, $40.
Well, there you go.
Or you can get them individually from by Brett Burner. See, that's what cheeses me out. Okay, created by Brett Burner. I get that. Freaking
You heard it, right?
I hear you, man.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Get the whole set. Me and Eric, and there it is. Yeah. So those won't cut. Those aren't this big. Those are actually manga format.
Okay.
Ah.
So they're like
Oh, okay.
4x6
they're the-
or however big manga books are.
Right. But still, you could read the story.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's one.
It would be perfectly readable. Then you can check out the art.
Yeah. The they're the size.
Got it.
Oh, okay,
Ah.
cool.
Well, that's
Manga
cool.
size.
Very cool.
That looks like it would fit in a
Oh,
book
that's
bag
cool.
really easily.
Oh, do you know I almost did a story for Tokyo Pop, like a manga.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But right when I was talking with the editors and we're pitching a story, like one artist that was like doing stuff with them told us probably we shouldn't because they take most of the ownership of it or something.
Mm.
And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, man. So like, but then all of a sudden they kind of like went chapter 13 for a while. I think it was they stopped.
Mm.
So I was like, I guess we stopped, didn't do it. But yeah, we were close to. I was talking with an editor.
Well, That's neat. But I guess
Hey,
I
look
can
at this
see.
guy. He puts Mike Miller paperback. I like
There
him.
you go. That's the one you want to get right there.
That's right. You want to support the guy that promotes it correctly. That's right.
There you
That's the
go.
one. Well done, sir.
Well done.
Number
Well
1
done
and
indeed.
2 for $10.
eBay.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, free shipping.
Ooh,
Like free shipping.
Is it free shipping?
man,
Yeah.
that's good.
Man.
Free economy shipping. Hey, oh. All right, I'm gonna throw that link in the chat.
There you
Whoever
go.
wants to grab it first. Holy crap!
Dang. A lot
What
of
the heck was that? All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I am gonna wrap it up. Everybody, go follow everybody and buy everybody's stuff and be very
Thanks for coming to see us, everyone.
all that
Yeah.
good stuff. I'm gonna get back to lettering my comic book. God bless
Ooh.
everyone. Say goodnight, everybody.
Bye. Good night.
Good night,
See you
everybody.
guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Oh, no,
Appreciate you being on here.